Hello everyone, Mast3r Zak here. Today we are going to be playing Canto 8 Part 3. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. What's going to happen to Honglu? I don't know. This Part 2 was absolutely horrifying and makes me very, very scared for what's going to happen next. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right in. How's it going, Iker? How's it going, Wei? Hello, Sealant. Hello, Pleasant Lemon. Hello, Psychotic Official. And yeah, how are you guys all doing today? Welcome, welcome. But yeah. Also that one toaster person, welcome, welcome. Let's just begin, yeah. Also, hello, Cheeky. Chat, guess what? I just got diagnosed with anemia, aka lack of blood, just like Sancho. That's right, chat. The Sancho sweep is right here with you all. True. Also, hello, Plagius. How are you as well? But yeah. Also, I just realized. Look at that. Just like Jia Huan. Just like Jia Huan. Look at that. Also, it's not a dragon. Because these are feathers, not scales. He's the bird, chat. Dude, he really is just stealing Yi Sang's flow. All this, like, stoicism, and then he's all these bird. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yi Sang already did this 4 cantos ago. You can't be doing all that. Also, hello, Alexiel and Highlander. Welcome, welcome. How are you all today? But yeah, is that real, Cheeky? Do you have anemia? I actually don't know what anemia is, but you just explained it, so I guess I know now. Lack of blood. Just like Sancho. Oh, also, chat, because the red sheet Sinclair was nerfed, the king of rupture, taken down, we get free stuff. So, you know, bleed bros stay winning. We get a free guaranteed 3-star extraction. I'll take that, I'll take that. Yeah. Yeah, bleed truly is the best status effect, because not only is it good, we just stay winning. No spoilers or fake spoilers unless they're comically fake. Zach will think it's real and spend like an hour talking about it. Well, even if it is comically fake, I feel like... Bro ruined crows for Yi Sang? That's true. Yi Sang's was a crow. Wait, actually, that's the... We need a... Also, no Lobotomy Corp or Limbus... Or Library of Runia spoilers, true. But yeah. Chat, look how much lunacy I have. Oh... I did that last time. For some reason, I think clicking on it will zoom into it. But yeah, chat, lunacy. Also, is the mic good, chat? Is the mic? The 3-star guaranteed de-extraction ticket? True, we've got 4 of them now. This is all preparation for the Arc Knights event, chat. Think about it. I realized recently, even with the 10-star and even with the guaranteed extraction, you can't use these. You can't use these for the ego. So really, I can only use these. And think about it, chat. It's 4 different egos. Let's say I don't get any of them and I have to pity all of them. Worst case scenario. I have to do 800 pulls. To guarantee that banner, you have to do 800 pulls. Which is crazy. It's crazy. Use your ticket? No, not yet. I mean, we could get Adept Mao Branch Voss, but I don't really have use for her. I know she's, like, totally busted, but I don't really have use for her. The diagnosis is real, it just means my blood is, like, really bad at its job, and I need hemo bars now? Oh, no. My hyphen aura only rises. True. Hemo bars. Yi Sang loves crows. He talks about them all the time. He's probably rambled about them to Honglu. Oh, no. Well, to be fair, I don't know if Honglu, like, remembered what happened. Like, he kind of, like... Crow's eye view, chat. Chat, what if this is... These kind of look like their eyes, chat. These kind of look like their eyes. Think about it. This could be the crow from the crow that ate Honglu's like cousins. Think about it. Those kind of look like their eyes. We got a teaser video for the next ID next week. Manager will love the video. True. I might react to it today. I was gonna say if we have the time, but we're probably gonna have the time because I just like saw Faust up here and I'm like, why is Faust here? But no, all the sinners are. They're nails. I mean, yeah, but like they also kind of look like the eyes. Like, look, they're not here in Faust. Although the Illuminati is. And the fish! What kind of math is she doing that needs to be doing all of this? Also, who is that? That doesn't look like Faust. That definitely is the other Faust, though. Anyways, I'm like fully distracted. We should jump in. Thrombocytopenia. Thin blood is caused by a bunch of different stuff, but it's different than anemia. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, but I assume that is a thing. The surrendered witness. I forget that these things change in the middle of the canto. Dude, this is crazy. Yo, and we... 33! I mean, I guess part 2 was, like, completely a dungeon. But there are 33? That's, like... We thought this thing was gonna be very long. Oh, wait, this is 36. For some reason in my head, cantos are, like, 48 things long. I guess because this one didn't have a dungeon. So, like, cantos... Yeah, this one was 48 just because it didn't have a dungeon, but most things... So this is the equivalent of, like, 35 things. Got it, got it. I get it now. Whoa, we, like, ascend out of here. Whoa, look at this! Wait, I'm, like, kind of blocking it, but, like, you hit a certain point and it, like... Whoa, that's weird. That's weird. It, like, loads a new area. This is not, like, the same. It, like... Oh, it does not like that. Uh-oh. It does not want us to go right here. Interesting. Well, I'll take my free lunacy. I'm probably not gonna... Oh, wait, actually, no, this is green. You know what? I might be able to go back and get the full clear lunacy one of these days. The Hierarch of Hong Yuan! Yippee. Dude, look, they got, like, a little celebration. They've got the kite! Uh-oh. The Hierarch of Hong Yuan. Believe in the blood fiend that believes in you. True. Let flourish from my back the peons of flight. To chase the parting blossoms, their wilting voyage, a sky-high plight. Ah, where at the edge of heaven does it lie, this flower mound? I bury you today, for you have passed on. But when will I be buried, when I am gone? Bars? I bury the petals under people's mocking laughter. But who shall be burying me then, in thereafter? Yo? No one will cry at my... So no one will cry? Wait. So no... Wait, hold up, chat. Honglu might be so no one will cry. So no one will cry at my burial mound. For as morning springs die and blossoms wilt, they all float away and turn to silt. Yo. So, Zach, what do you think will happen to Xichun? So, okay. I think that Honglu is gonna distort. And then we're gonna try to beat the distorted Honglu in his fathoms. But we're gonna lose. And then he's gonna fully abnormalize. And then he's gonna kill Xichun. And then Sancho's gonna bite Xichun and she's gonna become a blood fiend. And then we fight Abnormality Honglu with Blood Fiend Xichun, and then we win. And then Dante gets a new ability. We're goated. Alrighty, boys and gals, grab your cups. On my mark. Oh no. Long may Xichun reign, the family hierarch. Long may she reign. Oh no. Once all the guests had taken their seats, the banquet hall became packed, crowded, and chaotic. Except for where we were sitting. How would it not be chaotic where we're probably like protected. But how would it not be chaotic where we were sitting? Like, we came second place. Long may she reign. Come on, guys, really? No one joined in on that cheer? We gotta celebrate the occasion. Stuff ourselves with gourmet food, play games, get wasted. How else are we gonna recharge for the next mission? Oh, she thinks it's over. Oh, she thinks the Canto's over. Rhodia, I'm so sorry. We've got a whole third act to go. Oh, Rhodia. Oh, she thinks it's over. She thinks she's done with it. She thinks she can go home. Oh no. Oh no. Yet I have... Uh-oh, Yisang's got a bad feeling about this. Oh right. I wonder if Sade's written something to congratulate us. I mean, to be fair, that was like insanely Galaxy Brain what we pulled off. Oh no. She doesn't even know, chat. Wow, that was a great canto, Dante. Oh no. This has the same energy as Don Quixote going, oh! Prithee! This must be Young Hong Lu's canto! And it's like, oh, she doesn't know. She doesn't know, chat. Dost thou know? Dost thou know? Oh no. I mean, to be fair, she got the celebration meal at the end, so... Hey, hey! Did anyone send us a letter or something? No? We haven't even received any notes, let alone a letter. Dang. They don't care about us. Rude. We're the team that came in second, you know? I mean, we could have came in first. Rhodia grumbled. I wasn't sure whether it was this poor servant or the oddly silent Sade she was calling rude. The oddly silent? Almost like there's nothing there? Oh no. That was that was an insane call. I don't know why I made that call, but I didn't know what was happening the first stream. Bao, are you hurt? Any scratches? No, I am unhurt. Dog, I forgot. He like smiled last time. He did some like crazy stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, all of his family's still like alive. Oh no. Oh no. You forgot it deletes all the messages? Oh no. I think you can delete like one message, but if you time them out, yeah, it deletes all the messages. If you say anything minorly bad / annoying in chat, just know you're risking your entire life being deleted because mods will never remember what YouTube does. Dude, this is just like how GMU was like mildly upset at the Kong family, so she like deleted their entire bloodline. Exact same thing happening here. I was so anxious throughout the evaluation. Just what errant fancy has taken hold of you to risk yourself in such a dangerous ordeal? So, how did you get to the banquet hall? Uh-oh. The yap. That wishes to hear our tale, then? Okay, wait, hold up. Okay, that was pretty good. That was a good... those were good dawn noises. Aha! Thou wishest to hear our tale, then? Forsooth! Where I bestow a tale upon this adventure, I would call it, in which Limbus Company claimeth a most glorious honor of attaining the ranking of the runner-up in a contest of might and wit. Now, worry thee not, for this tale shan't consume overmuch of thy time, to recount a few highlights of this adventure. One might call attention to the merciless march of the walls closing in. Verily, some might even recall the insurmountable onslaught of rival candidates. Yet, these triflings have all failed to smite us down, for we are... Please, we are Limbus Company! Cinema! Cinema! Swear on my life it would take more than a mild annoyance to do what GMU did. Oh no. It seems she has misunderstood my question. My intent was to ask by which means of travel you have come here. We took a palanquin, Mother.
어머니?
그래.
I see. Then I suppose you are yet to have visited the Reverend Jiren? Shouldn't you pay your visit to them first? Don't you think? Don't you think? Do you think, Honglu? Honglu, do you think? This Canto's gonna take so long? Oh no. They must be so anxiously waiting for you, to hear about you. Yes, I'll visit them soon.
곧 찾아뵈려고요. 절 기다리긴
Though
하셔도
I don't believe they're exactly waiting to hear about me.
기다리진
True,
않으시겠지만.
they can see everything you do. So, you've come back safely. Dayu, you're okay. Yes, I've gotten much better. True. You shot in the arm, just get better, Lamau. We're gonna be able to re-meet all the other people on more amicable terms. As luck would have it, the injury was not so severe as to require using the life insurance. Yeah, and it was kind of just like your arm. So, what are the circumstances that led to you sitting here? Aha! If thou wishes to hear the tale in which... No! They made her sad. They made her... I think it's crazy that the Limbus Company, when they were gaslighting her, to this day, I think it's crazy that, like, they were like, oh yeah, we love listening to your stories. Versus every time Dawn tries to tell a story. We were carried by a palanquin. Come again? Don Quixote. I think she's actually asking us how we managed to come in second place. We got carried by the palanquin. Even Sancho, the sweeper, knows that the palanquin is the goat. Verily? Yo? Let her cook? Yes, that was indeed my question. Please tell me what has transpired during the game, if you wouldn't mind. Then... Yeah, feel free to get the ball rolling. That's a Dawn noise. Evil button. I almost clicked auto on accident. True. Finally, someone lets Dawn cook. Let's go. Then I shall do as thou askest. Ere embarking upon this tale, one must first explore. Oh no. How we were made to convene in the fated chamber, along with Jia Kui and Jia Huan, that discordious cur thereafter. The dialogue complete, Jia Kui, all of a sudden, departeth the chamber, taking his entire retinue alongside him. A most puzzling decision, would thou not say? Boy, quit screaming every bloody sentence in my ear. And thus, at the climactic final, we were the only ones left in that room. Alone with over 100 coins that Jia Kui had left behind. As he and Jia Huan both suddenly elected to forfeit from the game. Well, what now? I love how, like, Jia Huan thought he was playing, like, 5D chess by forfeiting the game. He was like, oh, if I forfeit now, Honglu has to become the hierarch, and then I will get the golden bow. Ho ho, this is my genius strategy. Imagine his face when all of Limbus Company starts rushing towards the last remaining candidate. Oh no. At this strange turn of events, we stood around aghast and dumbfounded. Even Ishmael was stuttering, just as confounded and lost as anyone else about what had happened. So, claiming these coins is going to shoot us up to the top of the leaderboard, right? But why? Why'd he dump all these coins on us? Because he liked Honglu's answer. Or he saw that there was more to the answer. Lass, you know this is the 5th time you've asked that exact same question, yeah? I don't have a clue either. Brother Jiaqui really is hard to read. Dog, he's probably actually... Jiaqui's actually kinda goated, chat. Unironically, I think everyone can agree, he's kinda goated. He's kinda goated. Dawn talks for 1 day straight, explaining the entire Limbus Company story. True! I wish this game's plot was delivered like a book report via Dawn. You know, if once Limbus Company ends, and they, release, more merch for it, I think that would be really sick if they had, an official book that was just the Limbus Company book, just recounted by Dawn, and each, Canto is, the adventure in which, this, and that. But yeah, that would be peak. I see that your expression has grown a touch brighter, Honglu. Has it? Perhaps something has been unshackled from within. He's gonna well, actually, he probably doesn't want to find his wings, now that I think about it. Uh-oh. Why did the audio go out? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just didn't think I'd ever say anything like that. What did he say again? I forget. His kindness. True! Thank you for recapping that. To be kind is to care about one another. To embrace those who suffer. It is to cry alongside a grieving friend. It is to join in laughter when they are elated with joy. It needs the warmth of kindness and gentleness. Your words flow like a vast winding river that wishes to bring all of existence into its gentle embrace. I thought I'd already let all of it flow past me long time ago. Uh-oh. He's having his Dawn moment. Honglu's expression had changed. Just as Yi Sang observed, there was a degree of surprise shown towards something new, but it was also the smile of someone whose burden had suddenly been lifted. Dog, I don't think his burden's been lifted. I think he's just been forced to, remember his burden. Oh no. Oh yeah, I saw someone elaborate that the response Honglu gave initially were so painfully generic, like the equivalent of live, laugh, love, or keep calm and carry on in China, Lamau. Oh no. Which is why Jiaqui was so impressed when he finally gave the answer of, I think people should be nice to each other. That's crazy. He got the live, laugh, love poster. Oh no. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that we'd find ourselves enough coins to come in 2nd place, let alone 1st. Gregor, we've been in Limbus Company for a long time. You should know that, we just kind of do stuff. Hey, that reminds me. At the moment, I'm pretty sure we all were thinking of the same person. Wait, there's someone out there who's still trying her darnest to become the family hierarch. And she still hasn't given up. I mean, to be fair, Sinclair has done a pretty good job of hyping up Xichun. I will say, he has done pretty good about hyping her up. Holy cow, I almost got pancaked. Okay, hold up. If we get the bingo square wrong with, Wei lives, Wei dies, dog, imagine if Xichun and Wei live. The craziest death flag dodges ever. Oh no. Are you alright, my lady? The heck are you guys doing here? We just throw the coins at her. Xichun, catch! Hi, we've been looking for you. Dante, she can't hear you! She can't hear you, Dante! What? Somebody translate, please? Why is everyone giving me that funny look? Everyone's just smiling. Everyone's ear to ear grinning. Everyone's Like we're about to prank her. I mean, we kinda are. This is like the funniest prank in existence. Everyone's just like grinning ear to ear, and we're gonna toss the coins at her. Sometime later. You're just giving me all these coins? Oh no. Totes! We're cool now, right? No hard feelings? Xichun and Wei couldn't appear more serious if they tried, despite Rhodia's chummy attempts at breaking the ice. What the heck is this? Is this your way of showing pity? What kind of... Here's what I think happened, Xichun. Brother Kui isn't trying to seat me as the next hierarch by giving me all these coins. I believe he gave them to me because he's anticipating that I'd put them to good use. So no, this isn't pity. I just feel like they'd find more use in your hands than in mine. Dude, what if Jia Kui did actually plan for that? And like, he thought that if Honglu did... Wait a second. Jia Kui gets all the coins. He finds a person who he wants to gives the coins to, lets them live and lets them keep their coins. Finds Hong Lu, who he knows doesn't want to win. Also, Jia Huan probably wants to either get, you know, first or second. However, if Jia Kui were to forfeit while in first place initially, Jia Huan would, like, eventually... He basically needs a thing where Jia Huan also forfeits so that there's no shenanigans that can happen. Oh. Interesting. I think, maybe. It's not Kui, sorry. Jia Chu? What was his name? Kui? Jia Kui? I can't remember. Don't you dare presume this'll suddenly make us even. Why the heck would it not? Oh, actually, her and Hong Lu being even makes sense. But, like, her and Limbus Company, like, this totally pays for the dinner. You owe me much, much more than this, brother. You owe me time. Aww. My lady expresses her unutterably fathomless gratitude. Normally, Xichun would get irritated whenever Wei butted in, but she appeared to have grown calmer, much calmer. Instead of lashing out with her usual exasperation, she only stared at the tall pile of coins with a quiet but conflicted look. Funny. Now that I'm looking at these piles of coins, it feels like I'm looking at all the rooms of Dangyuangyuan. I used to hate that sight so much as a kid. But I eventually grew out of that feeling, stopped minding that scenery. I guess that's when I decided to leave Dangyuangyuan too. The family hierarch, huh? Can I really be a good hierarch to Hong Yuan? Dog, anyone's better than GMU. Like, let's be so for real. Anyone's better than GMU. Yes, you can. There you go again, for once. Think before you speak. Time to get up, Xichun. The family hierarch evaluation will end soon. What are you doing, Heathcliff? They 100% were grinning ear to ear. They all had smug grins on their faces when they did that. Look at Heathcliff looked exactly like that. They all had smug grins on their faces. Oh no. Giving that camera the finger. What are they gonna do? Disqualify me? Game over, you twits. Oh no. Bro, Heathcliff, this is not like my stream. Like, they're not gonna care. Like, they've seen people be like decapitated. You're just giving them more entertainment, basically. Speaking of which, you did some soul searching and you realized that if the plot had halted so Sinclair could monologue about how he will never be happy, I would have said he was hogging the spotlight. That's true. Oh no, Sancho hogged the spotlight in part one, everyone marked the bingo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cheeky's panicking. Cheeky's like, oh, we gotta Sancho hog the spotlight. Oh no. Heathcliff smiling kind of looks cursed. Well, he's like smugly smiling as well. True. Alright. Alas, with eyes shut, with my mind's focused sharply upon that image, the vision cometh to me. Oh, here cometh the roaring applause. There was no audience, no applause, nor dramatic stage light to celebrate our success, but we still managed to neatly and comfortably secure both first and second place nonetheless. Which means that we managed to successfully complete our objective here at the Family Hierarch War. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, we just ran out to Xichun, threw coins at her, and then we're like, yep, we're done. Nah, it doesn't even help my board? Oh no. Gregor, who took the reins of Don Quixote's epic retelling after she left mid-explanation to share her adventurous tale with the servants, finished the story. I see. So it was Jiaqui. I'm still having some trouble understanding the choice he made. Why'd he just give it all away? Because he's like soul searching, you know? He doesn't actually want to be the hierarch. He wants to, like, I don't know, explore and do stuff. Perhaps the part of Jiaqui's past we witnessed, and the life he lived beyond the hedges of Dangyuan, of which we do not know. Yeah, he's got other stuff to return to, you know? Have created this schism of understanding between us, the same kind of separation responsible for my misunderstanding. I mean, he has ego. Like, let's not forget, he manifested ego. So, like, he's been, like, doing some, like, crazy stuff. Like, I don't know if he, like, wants to be the hierarch. He's kind of goated. Though, if the Canto doesn't throw anything, it's getting marked in reference to how they adapted the book. Oh, okay. I initially thought he was just some dangerous guy with a lot of hatred in him, but... Dog, he had, like, no hatred. There's definitely something else going on under the surface. It doesn't seem like he's here only to take revenge against Dangyuan either. But I doubt he never considered vengeance. I'm sure he's killed those who took his family away from him again and again in his head. Sinclair's like, guys, no, everyone thinks like this, right? Everyone has fantasies of killing Cromer over, I mean anyone who's wronged them over and over in their head, right? Right? Oh no, Sinclair, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe he still hasn't let go of it completely. Oh no. It must take a lot of effort to keep all of that simmering resentment under the surface. Oh no, Sinclair. I'm normal, guys, I'm normal. Oh no. Sinclair muttered in a placid yet almost imperceptibly trembling voice. Oh no. Say true, Zach? True. Oh no. Yeah, I've got no clue what's going on in that bloke's mind, but he didn't seem like the type to give up so easily. I agree. We should continue to stay vigilant of his presence. Dog, he is chill with us. Like, if anyone, Gia Mew's gotta watch her back, cause, dog, now that we know Zilu Faust is the most broken ID in the game, I can only imagine what Zilu's gonna do to her. Well, anywho, what really matters is that Xichun's gonna be the next hierarch. True. I will say, like, good job, Rhodia, for continuing to hype up Xichun. Like, nobody else is doing that. Good job. Not only that, we came in second in the contest. Mission accomplished, huh? It appeared to me that Rhodia was already in a post-mission mode, as though the Golden Bough was already in our hands. Oh no! She thinks it's over! She thinks the Canto's done! She thinks we did the dungeon, and so that's it. We've never had a mid-Canto dungeon before, so why wouldn't it be over? Oh no. Zach, say oh no. Oh. Don't worry, Sinclair, I am slightly like you, slightly. I mean, like, my family hasn't been, like, slaughtered, so... But I'd probably think the same thing. So, I'm just saying, just in case you think we're already out of the woods... Gregor knows. We should, probably cool it with these early celebrations until we actually accomplish the mission. Nah, no way. They wouldn't boldly lie to our faces like that, would they? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Hong Lu forehead theory. True. Insane theory. Sancho hogs the spotlight. Moral argument. Limbus debate. Shiki's fanfiction. Shi-Yeehaw. Jealous. We did got Shi-Yeehaw. Shi-Yeehaw was back. Shi-Yeehaw was back. Also, I thought you were saying something, Cheeky. I thought you were saying a sentence that started with insane theory. Sancho hogs the spotlight. And then I saw moral argument, Limbus debate. I'm like, oh wait, no, those are just, that's a list. Honglu forehead theory has deep lore. True. I feel like I just jinxed it. Oh no. Yeah, Rhodia, the death flags have been there. The red, it's been, I don't know. Oh no. We were really down to the wire this time, to be fair. What is Honglu forehead? One of these days we've got to get like a video that just explains what Honglu forehead theory is, was, and its implications. How many Zach activation phrases can you cram into one comment? Oh no. And I'm not talking about just us, Xichun too. True! Shout out to Sinclair and Rhodia for hyping up Xichun when everyone else is like, oh, that Jia Kui fellow. Ah, that's what they say. It ain't over till it's over, lad. Oi. I think this is the prime opportunity for you to head over to those pompous swords from earlier. Now's your chance to really take the stuff out of them. I don't think that's necessary. Not every candidate we ran into during the Hierarch War was here. And those who were present were either quietly glaring down at their tables or pulling their hair out and muttering to themselves. No! Did some of the people die? Did my goat, what was his name? The actual guy we weren't supposed to bark at. Not the Shu something? The other guy. Or not supposed to bark at. Anyway, Xichun, congrats! You big shot family hierarch, you! How's it feel to achieve your lifelong dream? Oh, what's the first thing you want to do, hmm? I immediately clocked you as a special one when I saw you back at La Mancha Land. We weren't half bad as partners, huh? Bro, he's trying to get... Now that he's like, wait, she's the head of a corp? At least Gregor is blatantly and obviously trying to get on good terms with her. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was Shiha something? No, Wang Zhao. Wang Zhao, do not pull your luscious locks out, please. Well, if he's not pulling his locks out, he's dead. They're rich people, they have life insurance or got the Hyushu pack escorted out? True. I hope Wang Dawei is alive, because it did say he got hit in the head, but... And my goat, Shi Yuha, I know survived. Let Wei not be excluded from this round of acknowledgements, as he has contributed much in the service of Miss Xichun as well. Your unwavering determination was most inspiring. True! Yi Sang's getting a Wei ID? Yo? Yi Sang's getting a Wei ID? I knew you were a good one from the moment I saw you torturing that defenseless priest. Also, the priest that he got an ID of? Yeah, right? Never give up. Always see things through to the end. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that, Sinclair? That is such a non-Sinclair thing to say. Verily, verily, thy sentiment rings most true. Thus, share the tale of young Xichun and Limbus Company. With the rest of the city, I shall, so that every soul may one day learn of our adventure. Most stupendous. I shall personally see to it that every single citizen hears of it. Oh, she's gonna tell stories about her Xichun, chat. She's gonna tell stories about her Xichun. Tales of young Xichun and Limbus Company. Oh no. Oh no. Doesn't have to be every soul, you know. Okay, Heathcliff, thanks for the input. Cool. Thank you for the... Oh, because Kathy's dead or something? I don't know. Why did he say that? Why did he say that? What was Heathcliff cooking? Well, I can't help but to feel a smidge of pride after all that we've been through together. So, well, congrats. Even Ishmael joined in to impart a sheepish congrats. She's still jealous, chat. She's still jealous. But, guys, Xichun's not here. Who were they talking to, a wall? It seemed that in their excitement, they all failed to realize that Xichun herself was nowhere to be seen. Xichun's left for the Iron Threshold, Tai Can Temple, to have her ascension to the hierarchdom confirmed by the elders. Will Dawn alter it to make her and Xichun have a little more Yuri between them? Oh no, maybe. Perhaps, perchance. Dawn is a wife girl, she's gonna hype up her wife? True! I see, thanks. Also, would you mind telling us stuff like that sooner? We already knew that. Hold on, I know that bloke. Is it someone we met during the Canto, or is it gonna be like somebody else? Heathcliff rolled up his sleeves before striding full speed towards someone. God, who does Heathcliff know? The dead rabbits, but the dead rabbit guy's dead. Hindley's dead. Linton's dead. He doesn't really know many other people. Who does Heathcliff know? Oh! Let's go! He's alive! Oi, you there! Got anything clever to say to our faces now? Smart one? Yeah, smart guy. Oh my gosh. Literally censored like I do. Wing Show! Okay, chat, you're allowed to now. I officially, as the streamer, you are allowed to bark. It's been earned, chat. It's been earned. Nice to meet you again. Kudos for getting what you came here for. Is that what you wanted to hear? For all your boasting about knowing who deserves how many coins and whatnot, look at us now. Guess who came in first? Not us. Well, my coins have circulated from hand to hand and landed in the hands of the one who truly deserves them. Which clearly wasn't you guys, given that your team's just a runner-up. You little... Let me tell you something, as my final token of appreciation. Storm clouds are gathering, and it'll be making landfall soon enough. Dog, why? What do you mean storm clouds are gathering? Don't tell us that! We're having fun! Oh no. You get 1 minute to bark? True. Get your barks out, chat. Get your barks out. I've got some snacks here. I'll wait. Alright, back to the game. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Uh-oh. As a way for respect for all of us, I thought we should bark for she something? A single bark for them? No. The door deserves the bark, not him. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Try to enjoy the party while you can. In no time, you'll find out what everyone's been hiding in their hands. Uh-oh. His concerning reply put a pause on our celebrations. We then slowly observed and took in our surroundings. People were talking, negotiating in serious, hushed voices. Some were constantly and anxiously running their hands through their hair. We also noticed some servants running to whisper certain messages to their masters, who in turn jumped to their feet before hurriedly leaving the banquet. Just don't tell Yue because he'll probably reveal your plan. But he's also my goat, and he's goated. Show me Moshish. Oh no. Looks like we're the only group of people who are even remotely enjoying anything. Sure, it's a banquet, but Xichun, our hierarch girl, isn't even here. Everyone's acting all shifty and suspicious. Seems like there might be an imposter among us. Someone's acting a little sus. This party sucks! Oh no. Rhodia whined loudly, as she chewed on a shrimp with just as much gusto. I must express my regrets for this state of affairs. Dayu apologized, as though she somehow felt responsible for this. Well, I do have some minor tricks of my own that could entertain you. Yo! I learned a lot of things as a child. Blade dance being one of them. Oh, for real? Let's see! Hey, what the heck? We're here as guests, remember? Don't be a jerk. Hey, Bao Yu. We're just cutting it off? Random child? Jia Huan! It's Jia Huan. He's back. He's back. Not even the claw could kill him. Also, I should turn at least one of these into a module. Uh-oh. Random child. Imagine complaining about a free Chinese banquet, but by these trillionaires? Oh no. I think it's just that Rhodia just wants to like have other people like, you know, party and have fun and be happy, and she's realizing no one is, and she's getting sad because of it. She's like an empath. I love how stupid the sinners are. Guys, of course this banquet is mostly about people talking shady politics. True! True! The little one? Oh, never mind, it's Shu Baochai. I don't know why it was question mark. I was like, huh? Who is this new person? And I remember Jia Huan's name was like either blue or like blackish gray, so I was like, is it Jia Huan? Is he back? No. It's just Shu Baochai, who I still think sent the Night Drifter after Hong Lu. I still think like that tracks, because she's the only person we've seen with the Podao. It was Shu Baochai who approached us so carefully. I'm really glad you're safe, and congrats on making it as the runner-up. Uh-oh. She is not glad. Her demeanor had completely shifted, her chipper attitude nowhere to be seen. Now she was more anxious than anything, as her eyes darted around, nervously. Actually, the only empaths are Sancho and Virgilius. Rhodia's one too, she just hides it a lot better. But I hadn't known her for too long, but I knew that this wasn't like her. I know I'm not supposed to tell you this. Mother really pressured me to keep these things a secret, but... No! Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought Mother was Jia Mu for a second for some reason. It's fine. I don't know who your mother is, Shu, but or Baochai. Whoever the Shu mother is fine. But I couldn't just keep quiet about this. Not with you. Okay, big sis Baochai. What is it? It's Her eyes glanced down to her restless, fidgeting feet, then to Dayu, then back at her feet. It was a while before she could look at Hong Lu in the eyes again. Bao Yu, are you, you know, like Mother and Jia Mu said, really to come back to Dangyuangyuan and become engaged to me? No! Oh no. Her eyes dart away as hastily as she wraps up her sentence. Something tells me that this wasn't what she was really trying to tell Hong Lu. There was something that was left unsaid, like she made a last-second swerve from what she really was about to say. How does Dante go from at the beginning of this canto having literally no observation skills and not being able to tell that Hong Lu's facial expression has changed, to being able to, like, read between the lines. This is crazy. Yes, if that's what everyone wants. Oh no. I forget that Hong Lu still made one decision for himself and can't from this point forward. But there's no hesitation nor fear of regret in Hong Lu's reply. To be with you, it's almost like you're back here for good. Uh-oh. It's so pretty, isn't it? Yes, it is. Remember when you told me that I smelled fragrant, Bao Yu? You know, I couldn't stop repeating that to myself once I returned to my room. Back then, I always made sure to shower myself with the most expensive perfumes and fragrances of Hong Yuan. Dog, she's doing all this for a guy that's, like, basically just no matter what is gonna say, yeah, that's that. Yeah, I agree. Oh no. Except that day, I didn't have time to put on any of it. So, I was in a hurry to return to my chamber, to the place where hundreds of bottles of rare, luxurious perfumes were, waiting to shower me with their fragrances. And that's when I ran into you. My mother, she sent assassins to kill you, didn't she? I was right! It wasn't Shu Baochai, but it was her mother? Dude, I am so good at this. I'm so good at this. I was so right to say she's the only one with the Podao. The Night Drifter. That's crazy. Dude, I'm literally goated. I'm literally goated. Why didn't you say anything when you saw me? Big Sis Baochai, many people have tried to hurt me, tried to lure me into a trap. I could have asked them why they said or do something like that, or why they'd hurt me so. But even if I did, they wouldn't have told me why, and they wouldn't have treated me any differently had I asked. Oh no. But yeah, so it was literally, you were not right. It wasn't, alright, it wasn't Shu Baochai, but I was right to say that her family, not even the Shu family, just her, was like the only person we've seen with them. So it being her mother makes sense. Oh no. She was just saying an empty platitude, not even commenting on your scent for real? That's worse, Baochai. True! She's so brain rotten for this man? Oh no. I think that's the first time I've heard brain rot as, like, a term for, like, being, like, in love with somebody. Oh no. You said that Baochai herself sent them, but I guess that's close enough. True. Well, I didn't know she had a, like, I didn't know her mother was, like, a thing, you know? Like, I can assume that she has a mother, but until it's brought up, it's not, like, in the story. So, I don't bother asking. So I'm just another one of them to you? Oh no! No! Oh no, Baochai. I'm so sorry. Not only is the person you're in love with, like, not, like, even attached to this world at all, but I think even if he was, he would probably prefer your, like, bodyguard. So, I don't know. I feel like him and Lin Daiyu go back, and I think you know that too, so I hate to say it, but, like, at a certain point you gotta cut your losses. No, actually, this isn't what I'm here to talk about. Baochai smiled again. It was a focused, awkward smile. Bao Yu, you're the runner-up, right? The results are now locked in. So, now might be a good time for you to leave Deng Yuang. No, you have to leave, right now. I don't know what it is that you're looking for to find in Deng Yuang's treasury, but you can just send someone from your clan to pick up that later, right? Miss Baochai, what is the meaning of this? Dog, he's gonna get assassinated. What is something about to happen here? Shi Yuha emerges from the shadows. It's time to sweep them away! I've gotta go now. God, I hope she doesn't die. Oh no. Mother will realize what I'm doing if I'm gone for too long. There's a conspiracy to commit treason against Deng Yuang, isn't there? Baochai was trying her darndest to find an excuse to retreat from the conversation until Honglu asked her this simple yet piercing question. She froze in place, her eyes widened, perhaps out of horror, perhaps out of panic. Chat, you know what would be peak? Hold up. Imagine if the final boss is like all the people that are committing treason versus all the people that aren't. Like, you know how we had the April Fool's event with like 12 sinners? What if we have that, but instead of 12 sinners, it's the like 7 sinners you get to choose. Lin Daiyu, Shu Baochai, we've got like probably Wang Zhao. We've got like Shi Yuha. And it's like we got all of them on our team. That'd be so peak. That'd be so peak. Oh no. She froze in place, her eyes widened, perhaps out of horror, perhaps out of panic. I don't know all the details. I just overheard Mother and the other relatives talking. Oh no. He's like really dreamy, and girls will look at him and think, OMG, he's so deep, he must have so much going on under that gorgeous surface. And then they find out he doesn't? True! Oh no. Watching Baochai be hopelessly in love and every streamer going, you're a demon in disguise, has been incredibly funny. Well, I didn't think she was a demon in disguise, I just thought that the Podao were only with her. It makes sense that it's her mother, but... Oh no. I just think she did... I don't know if it deserves better is the right term, but like... Honglu's not all there, like... And also I still think he would rather be with Lin Daiyu. Oh no. Bao Yu, if you stay here, you'll get caught in the crossfire. The crossfire? I think he's gonna be under the entire fire. I think the flames of retribution are gonna be hot and scalding. So many forces are... Her eyes restlessly darted left and right throughout the entire exchange, searching for any listening ears. Just what could have made her so afraid? I can tell you're terribly scared, big sister. But you've come to warn me anyways? You cannot fix him, Baochai? True. Can we get a counter for every time Zek says true? Oh no. Shi Yiha riding upon the shoulders of Sweet Mother? Oh no. I won't lie. Your departure from Deng Yuang is so painful. But the sheer thought that I could lose you forever is like being stabbed through the heart. Shu Baochai, I do appreciate that you thought to warn us ahead of time, but you didn't actually tell us anything about how, when, or what the danger is. She told us that there is danger, and she also told us that she only overheard it, so... Like, what do you mean? Ishmael prodded with a grim voice. You need to tell us what exactly this treason entails. Is someone planning to challenge the results of the family hierarchy evaluation? Is a conspiracy to overturn or nullify the results? Well, excuse my intrusion in this discussion, but... I believe that this is as much as Miss Baochai can realistically divulge regarding this matter. Leaking such family intelligence is already an act of treason against her own house. Outsiders may find this difficult to understand, but... Given the gravity of what she has already shared, you must understand that she has... already told you more than she safely could. Jia Huan. I don't see him here. Dog! Jia Huan is so mad! Bro wants the bow. Bro wants the bow. Dude, and then Jia Kui could like we're all fighting, and then like all of the people who wanted treason and not treason, and then Jia Huan like walks in, and then he like we're all losing, and then he like like slams his like staff down and he manifests his ego. Dog, peak. It's not gonna happen, but peak. That Jiaqui guy's not here either. Fellas, I'm getting a real bad feeling about this. Actually, no, if Jiaqui does treason, I'm like all for it, man. You know what? If Jiaqui does treason, I think that's kind of goated. He deserves it. I think he should slaughter GMU, like the dog she is. Given that you have specifically mentioned so many forces, one could come to suspect that you are referring to the presence of forces foreign to Dangyuan Yuan as well. All of N Corp. Cromer returns. Faust asked in a low voice. That's... Yes. Jiaqui's like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. This is now beyond what Dangyuan Yuan alone can handle. No, he's with us! This is an Avengers Assemble moment! This is, he's with us! This is beyond what Dangyuan Yuan can handle alone, which is why I'm here. Dog! Hold up, he's goated. He's goated. Zach sounded like a little boy narrating what his action figures are doing there. I mean, it kind of was, but it would be peak. When did he... Big Brother Kui? Bao Chai looked at us, then at Jiaqui and his faction. Then took a few stumbling steps backwards. I really have to leave now, Bao Yu. I shouldn't be here anymore. Chroma returns and Sancho bites her. Oh no. Then, I must excuse myself as well, alongside Miss Bao Chai. Please, you have to stay safe. Did she advise you to leave Dangyuan Yuan with haste? He did not look away from Hong Lu, even as Bao Chai hurriedly walked away. Also, hello, Zygong! Gaze unshaken, interested in observing no one, nothing else but Hong Lu and his actions. I thought I had a lot of questions to ask Jiaqui if we were to ever meet again. But now that he's actually right here, I couldn't recall a single word of it. Do you know something, brother? My lord. Zygong tried to butt in, clearly perturbed, but Jiaqui raised his hand and stopped her. You must already be aware that this banquet is but a distraction from the fact that the currents have begun to shift. Her advice is sound. It is also true that now is the only time you could escape this place ere the storm arrives, should you wish to save your lives. I hope— Wang Zhao? My buddy, please run. Please run. Please leave. Please tell me he's left. Please tell me he's left. I need more goated characters that just flee the scene and survive. We need more of them. We need more, because everyone else just dies. Oh no. You know what? Yuha would survive, though. But I doubt you've come here just to confirm that for us. Correct. Zygong let out a deep sigh before explaining with a defeated expression. Once a family hierarch properly ascends to the throne, it becomes a hopeless endeavor to measure when the next great shift in power shall come. One must remember that the prospect of a long wait for the next evaluation, the end of which has not been and will not be in sight, oftentimes strains men's patience with lingering avarice and causes it to fester into possessiveness. Is it not the most predictable thing that these rotten, grasping hands are loath to lay their arms and accept the results with grace? Would those hands not deem it much more favorable to seize and challenge these results by force? Oh no. That's almost exactly what they said about Virgilius Dan Qui Theawi? What's Dan Qui Theawi? Huh? I'm so confused. Yeah. We all know you read the Thesaurus. So basically, there's a truckload of people out there who are bent out of shape about how the family hierarch war turned out, right? And they want to challenge the outcome, change the outcome by force? But our one and only Xichun's already been chosen as the family hierarch. Like, it's final. Dog, what if they kill her? What happened to the family hierarch being the seat of absolute power here? What kind of treason can they even hope to commit if they aren't even willing to flip this old and tired system upside down? The only thing that have been determined are the rankings of the candidates, Strictly speaking, we're still waiting for her appointment to be completed. Yeah, they're gonna try to kill her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad ending of the Canto? She dies and Gia Huan becomes the leader? That would be really bad. We would basically be banned from H Corp. Dante x Gia Kui the Yaoi. Huh? I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but like, where? Like, where?
말장난하는 건 재미없는데, 언니.
I'm not too fond of your word games, lady. So that's why I couldn't smell those beasts anymore. The Hyushu. I see, I understand now.
OT?
OT? I don't even see a trace of them, even as in places as crowded as this. The Hyushu are gone. Even the ones that have been following you like shadows. Is Jia Mu gonna try to kill Jia Xichun? The measure of might in Hongyuan lies in the number of Hyushu Pack branches one wields. The family hierarch maintains control over at least 3 of those branches. Oh wait! I remember people kept spreading rumors that Jia Xichun like killed her whole Hyushu Pack. I see. True Fujos don't need substance for the yaoi. I mean, fair. Jia Xichun dies and Honglu distorts? Yes. And then Jia Xichun gets bitten. And then we can't beat Honglu's distortion. But then Xichun gets bitten when after he abnormalizes, and then we beat him with her. Yet, who holds their leash when the throne of the hierarch is vacant? So, like I said, Xichun's the gears of your mind are ponderous, slow things to turn, aren't they? Have I already not given you the answer, that her appointment is still underway? Oh no. Huh? But, wait, then, who's the family hierarch now? In the brief window between the former hierarch's abdication and the new hierarch's ascension, Hongyuan has no lord, is that correct? That's a crazy system to have! Shouldn't the person step down like literally the second before the next person's appointed? That's crazy. That's when I suddenly recalled what Jia Yuanchun said as she announced the results of the family hierarch war. The victor will first descend to the Taikan Temple and pay their respects to our revered elders. Then, upon returning to the surface, they will march to the first floor of Dangyuan and assume the seat of the family hierarch of Hongyuan. Then, what of these masterless Hyushu? What are they doing now? Dog, they're so blood fiends. Like, what do you mean they have to follow, like, a specific person and, like, it's like a family, like, they can't commit filial impidity, like, oh my gosh. Nothing. And that is precisely what the present predicament revolves around. Look around you. Do you see how the shadows have descended on every corner of this place? They're the beasts that have melded into the dark from their hushed respites. So all Hyushu branches are currently neutral. Wait, then... Does that mean Dangyuan becomes completely vulnerable every time this happens? No. This would not have come to pass had a different individual been made to ascend. If everyone agreed on a person, they'd be like, okay, yeah, you're the strongest. We'll continue. Jia Xichun, that girl has no substantial foundation, a base to call her own. What clan did she have prior to the evaluation? Scattered to nothingness, like grains of sand in a gust. Oh, because normally you'd have like a full clan to protect yourself, but she doesn't. This is like the funniest political system ever. Oh no. I think like I like to think J-Corp picks their director by spinning a wheel with every citizen's name on it. Dude, that's how I choose who's on the polls. Let's go. My Blood Fiends would never have a blank council. Actually, I can probably say that word. I've probably said it before. It is entirely reasonable to assume that as long as the hierarch-to-be has yet to gain control of her Hyushu Pack branches, they have a good chance of overthrowing her. Oh wait, the Hyushu themselves can do it? So it's like a It's like you have a master, but you're like, oh, you know what? You've done well in battle. I'll give you a few seconds of free will. And then the second that happens, they destroy the remote. My lord. Kyushu Pax, Mao Branch. She's still loyal to him. The Whisper office has arrived as well. Huh? I see. Things were way more dire than I thought. Dog, we're just getting non-family members as well? But what's Jiaqui doing here chatting us up? Now of all times. Pay attention. There are those who seek to enter here, and those who seek to stop them. R Corp's second pack. Huh? R Corp? Just out of nowhere? X Corp's Expedition Order of Excavators. Huh? We've got like the like an actual Inquisition? The Thumb's Underboss? Accompanying Campo, his soldados, and their various subsidiaries? The Thumb? Uh-oh. Then there are the Gia-Lan Guards, the Indigo Guardians of the Gia family. Yo, where have these guys been? Hello, the Guardians of the Gia family? Dog, we're gonna have an all-out war! Oh my gosh! K-Corp Special Excision Unit? Why is K-Corp here? Dog, what? We're having a war! N-Corp's new League of Nine Literatures. Well, we knew these. Whoa! Whoa! Who are you? This is probably Herman. That's Ahab! That's I see the pipe. I see the pipe. That's Ahab. That's Ahab. Chat, Ahab's got ego gear. We can't see what it is. Maybe this is Herman, but then who are you? Who is this? Who are these two? No, I don't think that's Herman. Who are these two? That guy... Oh no, this is Nelly! It's Nelly! I forgot about you! Hi, Nelly! I thought you didn't actually join the League of Nine Literatures, but I guess... Is that Sonia's silhouette? No, that Sonia's hair is not that ragged. Also, would not be represented by the color purple. Ahab being gray makes sense. Nelly being orange, I guess? I don't know who purple is. Who would purple be? It's gotta be someone we don't know yet. And numerous other fixers and clans. Dog, we've got a whole all-out war! We gotta, like, everyone is here! Dog, what? Sonia would not be with the League of Nine Literature. Sonia is a communist. Saint Sonia is not with these people. He forgot Nelly? I didn't forget Nelly. I remembered Nelly. Sonia has that color of eyes. I'm not gonna look up a sprite of Sonia, but I don't think that's Sonia. Sonia's the leader of the Yuridavai. I don't think he'd be part of N-Corp's League of Nine Literatures. I feel like, considering Herman's the head of N-Corp, I think a communist revolution... I mean, maybe he's a hypocrite, but I feel like they wouldn't be siding with the head of a corp. I feel like they're more like, we're gonna kill you. Also, is this a little rat R-Corp? Like, look, these are cool. Like, reindeer unit. I think like a ram unit. Is this a little rat? Do they have a rat unit? That's really cute. Look at the little rat unit, chat. The R-Corp rats. Rats, rats. We are the rats. Celebrate another birthday patch. Xichun, it's your hierarch evaluation today. Lots of foes are on their way. Oh no. Sonia was working with them in Canto too? He's got his own thing as well though? Oh, he just like collects bows for them on the side, but mainly he's... maybe, that might be him then. But look, it's Ahab! That's crazy! Dog, Ahab's gonna have Guys, Ahab's gonna have, like, the devouring, Ahab's gonna have the blind obsession ego gear. It's gonna be insane. Faust will be real? True. I don't think Herman was the head of N-Corp. I thought Herman was the head of N-Corp. I'm pretty sure. And those are just ones that I have been informed of. Oh, so there's more? Most of them are waiting, biding their time outside the walls of Dangguan, or are soon to arrive. I was not expecting this to happen. The all-out war. But the Thumb's forces are already engaged in melee with my army. His army?! Some factions of the Wang family have joined the defenders, but it's uncertain how much longer they can hold out. And should the de facto leaders of each of the major families say the word, it's likely that R-Corp, K-Corp, and X-Corp may soon choose their own sides in this war. Uh-oh. What? Dog. Dog. We gotta ask a favor. We gotta ask a favor. We gotta ask P-Corp. Has the mechaization happened? We gotta bring him in. We gotta bring him in. Imagine this all-out war descends, and then we just hear 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just Mecha Quixote. Boom. La Mancha Land. Oh no. Portrait of Bygone Dabe seems a little weak compared to the rest of the ego gear they have. Bynes doesn't seem fitting. It might be Bynes. I mean, to be fair, like, I forgot Nelly was even working with them. I forgot that there were 2 bows there so we could split them. But yeah. People in my short about Heathcliff forgot that he owns Wuthering Heights. People seem to forget that Heathcliff owns Wuthering Heights. I think Heathcliff himself might have also forgotten that he owns Wuthering Heights, but he owns Wuthering Heights. Is that reliable intel? Why would they? Many here believe that the title of family hierarch is simply a different name for the Lord of Hong Yuan. It is a belief that many forces beyond Hong Yuan's walls share. In other words, this isn't just about Dangguan Yuan. There are forces from other nests and districts seeking to sponsor a different, prospective hierarch to expand their sphere of influence here. Correct. The cigarette slipped from Gregor's fingers. Otis's face darkened with a grimness I'd never seen in her before. 8, 9. I have thus counted over 9 different powerful factions among the ones thou hast mentioned. 9? Uh-oh. Well, you can't blame him for not knowing a word you made up. What word? Wait, what word did I make up? Huh? I'm confused. This is too much. As fortune would have it, only the Thumb has deemed it appropriate to act. Yeah, well, the middle's gonna get revenge the second we know that we're here. Oh no. But Li Hang, the capo of the Thumb, poses the greatest threat. He is one of the 10 blades of the East, and his might formidable to any foe. Did someone say 10 blades of the East? Shi Yuha jumps into frame. 10? What is that? 10 blades of the East? I thought he had a gun. I mean, it was a gunblade. Is Ryushu one of the 10 blades of the East? Hold up. That would make sense. I shall meet him in battle, as planned. Yo. He must be the one leading the charge against the gates. If what you say here is true, then this is no mere treason within a wing. Otis hissed in a low, menacing voice. Which family spearheads this treachery? How many wings are backing them? Nothing is certain at present. The tangle of allegiances and bloodlines is a knot that cannot be undone until the dust has settled. Oh no. For once this conversation about not knowing words did not involve you, Zach? Yo. It will only take a single whistling arrow for chaos to engulf Hong Yuan. The forces that have gathered here have drawn their bows, and the moment one of them lets loose, it will only be a matter of time before it becomes a full-scale war. And when it does, the crack that is formed in the walls of Hongyuan will widen. Vultures of the cities will smell the rot and tear into the wound to pilfer the boluses and their recipes. Jiamiu, do you have another one of those bird bombs? Do you have another one of those bird pregnancy bombs? I have a plan. We need to get Li Hang pregnant. We need to get him pregnant, chat. It's the only way. It's the only way. The smiling faces. The corpse, the yakashas. Smiling faces? I must also emphasize that the ring will never let such an opportunity slip. Uh-oh, Ring Yi sang but real? This conflict will utterly lay waste to the lives of the common folk in Hongyuan. The fire has already conflagrated beyond a competition amongst candidates. Oh no. That is why this fissure must be mended ere it spreads. Should the throne of the hierarch remain vacant, should this instability be prolonged, then the wings will march to war. No! No way! I don't believe this! Smoke War veteran realizing that it might happen again? The consequences will be about as far-reaching, at the very least. Such is the weight of Hongyuan's family hierarch. It holds as much power to save countless lives as it does to take them. The banquet hall was quickly starting to become barren as people began to hurry away. Dog, I need my goats to survive. I need Shu Baochai, run. Wang Zhao, run. Wang Dawei, run. Shu Pan, run. And of course, my goat, Shi Yuha, run. Actually, he could probably survive, but I don't have any direct memories of a wing war, but even I could feel the prickly goosebumps rising from my skin. The air in the hall was quickly turning razor sharp. Oh no. Then, brother, what is it that you expect us to do? Oh no. I'm not a big fan of the smoke war. That's fair. I'm of the belief that all of you are, collectively, the key into overcoming this tribulation. The key? Hurry her ascension to the throne. True, yeah. Literally, you guys are Xichun's bodyguards. Make her ascend. Xichun should still be at the Taikan Temple, where the Shiren reside, preparing for the ritual of ascension. Given that the Shiren must be utterly oblivious to the circumstances outside their chambers, there's no way of knowing the time it might take for them to officially name her the next high— Oh no! But they know because of the Jade! And because you've explained this to Honglu, they know there's gonna be an all-out war! And they're freaks, and they're gonna be like, "Ooh, we should take as much time as possible, so that we can see as much bloodshed as possible." And they will not be swift, as the entry to the chamber is only permitted to the family hierarch. There is no one to relay this message to them. Honglu stares in the camera. Guys, I have an idea. But there is another. There is another who is permitted to enter the temple. Jia Baoyu. When the hierarch takes the throne and seizes the leash of her rightful Hyushu packs, she should have more than enough might to ward Dangguang Yuan against the invaders. And when the invading forces realizes the family hierarch has returned, they will retreat. The spark of war should shrink enough to be snuffed out with a stomp. Oh yeah, I forgot the Hyushu are like actually insanely goated. My lord, I must beg your forgiveness, for there is still doubt in my heart. Oh no. How can he be the key? My lord, I know you not to be one to engage in such gambles. Gambling? It is better to gamble than to allow this opportunity to slip away in vain. Yet I must beg your forgiveness once again, for I insist that your mere presence here is a waste of time. See, he's got something else that he needs to do. Either that's fight in the war, or like he's got some other like greater thing than becoming the hierarch. You mustn't tarry downstream. You must rise to the fountainhead and cut off the stream from its origin. Yo, Zygong looked at us and Jiaqui anxiously. You needn't consider this a waste, for it is a worthy task in my eyes. They reveal he has special permission to visit the Freak Council. I assume he didn't know about them? Oh no. The The gathering of the groomers has allowed Honglu special access. The Freak Foundation. The... I don't know. Had you followed the blueprint of the painting I had initially drawn for the Family Hierarch War? She... Chat, this is literally a Fortnite character. There's a Fortnite character that literally can, like, draw pictures, and they like, tell, like, hints towards the future. Zygong's literally a Fortnite character. Also, she kind of looks like her hair looks similar to the Fortnite character. This is literally Hope from Fortnite, chat. We would have already arrived at the Taiken Temple via alternative methods. Oh wait, Jia Kui already kind of like, you know, overthrowing the hierarch. Alternative methods? Zygong, that would not have resolved anything. It would have only caused further loss, no more. And I wish to make one thing clear. That this is but an offer, a plea, not a command. For one mustn't do what does not move their heart. He's still trying to get Honglu to lock in. However, Jia Bao Yu, you may not have realized this, but I have already gambled once with you as my hand during the Family Hierarch War. True, because he saw him try to save the people falling out of the buildings. That's why he gave him the coins. Fortnite Jonesy Sinclair ID? True. God, she does almost look like Fortnite. True. I sought to draw your true humanity forth, to have you wear it on the outside. And the reply you gave me then, the one that emerged from behind the obscuring veil of clouds, was proof enough that it was certainly no waste of my time. He's smiling! Jia Kui's smiling! Why do you seek to involve yourself in the politics of Hong Yuan, brother? Neither Hong Yuan nor Dang Yuan binds you any longer, not my cause or force. It was a long undertaking for me to uncover the truth of the ruin that came to the Kong family. At first, my heart was engulfed in fiery wrath. Dang Yuan had been uprooted from the ground. For that, every single person of power or influence in Dang Yuan had to be killed, their throats slit in vengeance. Or so I thought, once. But I learned from a worthy teacher. Yo, who's Jia Kui's teacher? That is when I realized this wrath was burning my body to ash. Then, did your fiery wrath extinguish? Had I truly attained enlightenment, found all there was to understand of the nature of this world? Bao Yu. Jia Bao Yu. Sinclair is like, phew, true! Then I would not have given you the power to elect the hierarch. I am still but a student, a seeker of the answer. Yet, I do not wish to let chaos devour this land when I have the means to save it. Dog, he's kinda Jia Kui's kinda goated? Thus, once again, I ask you, when you decide to relinquish the coins to Jia Xichun, what was it that moved your heart? Certainly, your heart had changed enough then not to simply hand them over, for the simple reason that she desired them. You must know this already, brother, but the children of Dang Yuan have no such thing as birthdays, save for myself. When a child is born, they aren't celebrated, they are hidden, concealed for years in the dark, so that the competition wouldn't take notice of a new rival. They didn't even get birthdays? Bro, Heathcliff, you probably got birthdays. Xichun was one of those children who had never experienced a birthday before. She did not even know what it meant. So, when we were young, whenever grandmother would hold a banquet to celebrate the day of my birth, I dedicated that day to Xichun. Yo! Oh god, she's gonna die! No! No! I was like coping before, but like, no! She's gonna die! No! Oh no! God, oh no! Oh no! You can't be doing this now! You have to protect Xichun because horrible things are gonna happen to her. Anyways, here's a flashback of me celebrating her birthday. Oh no, she's dead. No. This is so sweet, Honglu. It is. What happened to Vampire Xichun? Zach, believe. No backing out now. I was still coping. I wanted to. Oh no. She's gonna die. Ertl. True, the turtle. I dedicated that day to Xichun.
1년에 한 번.
Because it's nice to have your existence celebrated once every year. For no other reason than the fact you exist. Kinda true.
하지만 언젠가부터 제가 방 밖으로 걸음을 거의
But when I
하지
stopped
않게
leaving my
됐고,
room, when Xichun and I grew distant,
시춘이와도
the secret birthday
멀어지고
parties we shared also
저희끼리의
came to an
암묵적인
end.
생일 잔치
No!
사라졌어요.
Gosh, so he was like really nice to her and then he stopped. Oh, that's sad. No.
너무 어릴
She
적이라
probably doesn't remember any of it now. She was too young then.
적어도 그 밀렸던
She 100%
시간만큼은
remembers,
선물이라고
and she's
한다면
sad that it can't happen again. But if I could give this gift to her, to make up for all those lost years,
시춘이가
then I thought maybe she would be
그때처럼
happy again,
기뻐해주진 않을까.
just as she was then.
그런 생각을
What
했네요.
is that expression? What is that expression? Oh no. Honglu is literally so nice and these freaks took it from him. True. Birthdays are nice? Kinda true. True. Well, like, having your existence celebrated just for existing is kinda cool, now that I think about it. I think that, yeah, that is very nice. Hold up. I'm getting texted. Last time I streamed, my family, or not last time I streamed, but a few weeks ago when I streamed, my family went out to get ice cream, and I finished streaming, and they were like, "We didn't get you any." So they just texted me, and they asked if I'm streaming, and I'm gonna say, if you're getting ice cream, get me some. They didn't get me ice cream last time, and I was kind of sad about it. Now that I'm looking at these piles of coins, it feels like I'm looking at all the rooms of Dengguang Yuan. I used to hate that site so much as a kid. Can I really be a good hierarch to Hong Yuan? Did Xichun like the gift as Honglu wanted her to? We had no way of knowing.
답이 되었나요?
Does that answer satisfy you, brother? They didn't get you ice cream? Bro is literally a Gia child? Oh no. Oh no. Zach villain origin story? The only reason I brought that up is because they just texted me. Not to ask if I wanted ice cream though, so... It was not your answer that I sought. It was to see the way your heart stirs. And that was proof enough. True, his heart stirs. I haven't had ice cream in months. Actually, I haven't had ice cream in a long time either. I had never met these Shiren, the self-proclaimed enlightened ones, before, as I was not permitted entry into Taikan Temple, but I know of their existence. And what I have come to learn in my observation of Hong Yuan, and then the city itself, gave me certain ideas to what form the hierarch ascension ritual might take. Had you not surrendered yourself, you could have deduced what the ritual entails. Are you saying that something bad may happen to Xichun? No. Are they gonna like lobotomize her? Uh-oh. 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 I'm just saying my 2-year-old niece got me an ice lolly when she finally convinced her grandma to let her have one. That's very nice. Your 2-year-old niece is Honglu. Your 2-year-old niece is Jia Baoyu, and you, in her eyes, I guess, are Jia Xichun. Oh no. This may be a hasty speculation. From a certain perspective, this may simply constitute a rightful ascension of the new hierarch. But I want you to be there, to behold with your own eyes what it entails. My wager in this gamble was that you indeed had the potential to achieve that purpose. And that the faint warmth in your heart I had once seen still gently burns. Well, sucks, Gia Kui, because they already know exactly what you're saying, because they can see through- Wait, can they hear through his eyes? They might only be able to see through his eyes. He doesn't have the jade ear. You want me to achieve your purpose, brother? No, your own purpose would not be the same as my own. Such a pursuit would be devoid of any meanings. The decision is yours. Alexiel just got a death flag? Oh no. So decide. Well, only if that story is brought up right when we're talking about Alexiel possibly dying. So decide. No! No! Dog, we've got a lot of story chat. I mean, I was gonna say, like, because I do want to make this 2 streams. Not 3, because I don't, again, Sunday's a little more time constrained for me. But I was like thinking of taking it slightly slower because I was asked to. But oh wait, never mind. I'm missing a few, so it's actually stage 23. No, we got 10 stages left. We're fine. Can they run Doom on the Jade Eye? They can. What does Alex being Sancho baby imply for me, Sancho? I mean, yeah, I guess Andre did say it. Alexiel is now your child, Cheeky. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's fair. Why was there a turtle on the table? So they could eat it? You've never had that jump scare when it's like a one of those, like, you see, like, the cute, like, animal YouTube shorts, and then it jump scares you with, oh, look, there's a cute turtle! And then they cook up the turtle. You've never seen that one? Traumatizing. But yeah, also some people just eat turtles. Goo goo gaga. That's true. But yeah, people eat turtles. There's a lot of foods that people eat. One of the things that I think, because I know someone who's vegan, and I know someone who's, like, not really anti-vegan, but kind of anti-vegan. And one of the things that I've kind of, like, wrapped my head around as, like, this is, like, a tangent, like, but one of the things I've thought about, like, veganism and things like that is, like, I do believe veganism is, like, more moral than eating meat, but I still choose to eat meat just because it's one of those things where I don't really, like, know how to phrase this correctly, so it, like, sounds like I'm not crazy, but I'm kind of a human supremacist in that way, where it's like, yes, while it would be better for me not to eat these things, and, like, it would save them harm and things like that, but, like, also, they're not humans. They're animals. So, But one of the things that I have thought about in my head is that I do think it is hypocritical to value certain animals over others on metrics that are not based off of, like, intelligence. That's my... Or a similar metric. If you're to have a similar metric, that's fine. I base it off of intelligence. So, one of the things that I think about is, like, it gets less moral the more intelligent the animal gets if you, like, eat it. So, what, like... you're not gonna eat, like, like an ape or, like, a chimpanzee. Well, not only because they probably will give you, like, prion disease, but because they're, like, intelligent. They're smart. One of the things that I find hypocritical, though, is that, like, people who are like, yeah, haha, vegans suck, which I don't think. Vegans are really cool. I like vegans. I like vegetarians. They're all chill. But, like, haha, vegans suck. I like eating meat, and I love eating meat, and, like, that there's, like, nothing bad about that. But then they'll get really, really mad if you eat certain animals that they think are cool. Like, if you eat a turtle, they'll be like, you shouldn't do that. Or if you eat, like, a dog, they'll be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. I love dogs. Dogs are not to be eaten. But, like, both of those creatures are less intelligent than a pig. Why are pigs safe to eat, but not those things? So that's my like, thought process. Is, like, my thing is, like, I think anything. Like, if we're gonna have it be anything, I think kind of, like, Mine's at least based on, like, intelligence, but yeah. Also, hello, Anaya. Welcome to the stream. Prion. Zach, I have bad news about Prion mentioned. True. I won't eat octopus for that reason. Yeah, octopus is really, like, smart, and that's one of the ones where I'm like, I have had, I think, octopus before, but, like, it's not one of the ones that I'll be like, ooh, I want to eat octopus. Also, because I don't really like the taste of stuff like that, but yeah. Chinese emperors used to eat monkey brains as a celebratory meal after winning the battle. Oh no, they're gonna get prion disease. Well, one, not mad enough to cook our pet. Oh, I mean, yeah, no, of course. If you have a dog as a pet, eating dogs would be weird. But, like, considering the fact that, like, a lot of people, this has especially gotten more popular recently, a lot of people will have stuff like ducks or chickens as pets. And one of the things that I constantly see people doing whenever they, like, post pictures of their pets online will be like, oh, here's a picture of KFC, this is what I think of your pet. I think a perfectly logical and reasonable response to that would be to reply with an image of a cooked version of their pet back. Which would be like, oh, hey, here's a picture of cooked dog. And then people get mad at that for some reason. All I'm saying is that human love is very subjective, which is why I think it's somewhat hypocritical to base what meats you can eat and what meats you can't eat off of that subjective love. Who cares if people eat dog, honestly? They're not eating your dog? True! I mean, like, I don't know. It's one of the, like, pigs are, like, intelligent, more intelligent than dogs. I think and some people keep pigs as pets, and they're good pets, and, like, I don't know. But yeah, that was a strange tangent, but I just wanted to say that. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that subject. For me, it's like, try not to screw over ecology, don't eat endangered oh, well, yeah, of course, like, endangered animals are, like, you know, an exception. You should not be eating endangered animals just because, you know, you don't want them to die. Or, like, overhunting specific species that, like, ruin the ecosystem. Maybe wild dog, but why, though? Because it's... Why do we eat any animal? Because it's tasty. Because it's meat. Because people like it. I don't know. Tastes are subjective. What animals people like are subjective. I will say, dogs are very loyal, and, I'm not saying my point is not go out there and eat dogs. My point is that I just think that if, like, the people on, like, carnivore diets should, you know, at least have a metric to measure what they're eating the food based on. Like, if it's like, oh, I won't eat this because it's intelligent, or I won't eat this because it is a predator animal and that meat tastes bad. But, like, you'll see people who will be like, oh, yeah, I eat, like, bear and alligator jerky, and, like, every day I have, like, 5 pork chops and 5, like, steaks. But dog, oh, the people who do that are crazy immoral. It's like, huh? Like, there's no reason. I think if you yourself don't want to, that's perfectly fine. Like, I don't think I would eat dog just because I like dogs. I don't think I would eat cat just because I like cats. But, like, if someone's doing that, me getting mad at them, in my head, is the same at me getting mad at someone for eating, like, pork. And since I don't do that, I shouldn't do the other thing. I don't think there's any way to perfectly test animals for intelligence. Well, yeah, I know that. But, like, I know pigs can, like, experience depression. I wouldn't eat a crow. I wouldn't eat a... Crows are variant. I wouldn't eat a crow. Species of rhino has already went extinct because of people illegally poaching them for their own. Yeah, poaching and hunting endangered animals is very, very bad. I don't support it. And I think that, actually, another tangent off of this one. Sorry that we're doing all this, but, end tangent, I gotta go, but I need, to make fun of someone in the next part first. Oh, no. I was gonna say that, I think the way to solve poachers is to give poaching licenses, where you're allowed to just, like, poach poachers. I think that would be a really interesting way to do it, because I guarantee you human skeletons and like human, like if you were able to like preserve all the organs, like let's say you shoot them in the head and you can preserve all the organs, I guarantee you that is more valuable than like killing a single rhino for their horn. Like I guarantee you that that's worth more, because then you've got like, you could do heart like you put them on ice, get the heart like you could do like put that for heart transplants. Like I think they should sell poaching licenses. Only until the problem is fixed. And if people have an issue with that, they're only going to be killed if they're poaching animals. Like if they're poaching endangered animals. Like, the way to not get killed by the poachers. Don't be a poacher. Zak's always trying to recreate the Hunger Games. Oh no. They do have poacher hunters in certain reserves in South Africa, I believe. Yeah, but I think they should like let them keep the bodies. Please. Okay, I'm sorry, Cheeky. We'll continue. Jiaqui and his forces left the banquet hall to assess the situation, leaving only me and the sinners there. Our only remaining task is to receive the golden bow that we are owed. That much is a given. Retrieve it, and our mission here is done. We only need to wait for the LCA for extraction. Otis, Honglu's about to have a second thought just so he can prove you wrong. None of you know, let alone understand, what a War of the Wings is like. Gregor? He was in the Smoke War? Actual, like, stolen valor? Well, not stolen valor, but claiming you're the only vet here? That's kind of stolen valor. To rush out into these unknown waters is nothing short of imprudence. We must not entertain this idea. Alas, if our meager strength may be sufficient to prevent this war and save the lives of many innocents. Come on, say the line. Also, you want to protect who? Then, I wish to do as that man hath said. No, it is in our best interest that we do not get involved. Oh my god, we've already got like the middle on us. We're gonna get the thumb, we're gonna get the ring, all the fingers. Don Quixote. I will speak to you plainly, as I trust that you have regained some sense as to how this world works. War is not just another incident or a quest to be resolved. Your sense of justice may shine like a beacon in times of unrest, but Otis is gassing her up? Your sense of justice may shine like a beacon in times of unrest? Hold up! Anti-racist Otis? What? What? This is the first time she's looked at her since La Mancha Land? Well, she looked at her in the Walpurgis before, right after, but it was mainly to call her racial slurs. But, huh? Your sense of justice may shine like a beacon in times of unrest. Who is this and where did they put Otis? And whoever it is, please kill the other one and let us keep this one. Hello? War will crush and grind into the dirt indiscriminately, as it does to any life caught under its boot heels. Lady Otis, I have also lived through my share of wars. Even still, Jiaqui's path is that of justice. Thus, he shall have my support. How are you still so... To fight for the pursuit of justice deserveth not thy scorn nor ridicule. Yo, she stands up for herself? 'Tis no short-sighted tantrum. 'Tis but mine adherence to, and pursuit of, a certain responsibility of those who can. Otis, I've also had my share of the war, so hopefully you'll let me put my 2 ons in. Battles and wars aren't the same thing either. You can't see the crashing waves of intense emotions in battles when looking at it as a great flow of war. But all the built-up heat is what becomes a flow, not the other way around. It never is. Jiaqui wishes to convey to us that the leaves are beginning to crack, that the fractures may be filled, for with afore they rupture. We're all ganging up on Otis? The senile old woman forgot about the vampire war, Lamau? Oh no. While the words you speak may contrast one another, the intent that pushed the both of you to speak is shared. The war mustn't conflagrate beyond what has already occurred. It is. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for summing it up, Yi-sang. Yi-sang! Otis's assessment would have been correct had the discussion concerning our participation been about a war that has already progressed beyond a certain degree. However, accepting Jiaqui's suggestion and preventing the war from expanding beyond localized skirmishes could bring greater benefits than avoiding it altogether. Yeah, this could also give them the opportunity to destroy and uproot all the inadequacies of Hong Yuan. Communist revolution! Rhodia's like, communism time! Let's go! Rhodia has the opportunity. God, I hope Sonya shows up. I hope Sonya shows up. Communist revolution! Well, I don't know if that's what Hong Lu wants, though. But even if Jiaqui and his people are strong, there's just too many of them. Do we really have a chance against all of them? If I'm being honest, we simply can't know. We don't have the time to meticulously analyze every facet of this situation. Faucet? But I know someone who can. Someone who might know all outcomes. Okay, that's not the right person. That's Yisang. Manager of ours, if I may. Yisang carefully began as the sinners' opinions began to clash and fracture. As you must have observed, the sinners failed to find a common ground. However, though narrow my vision may be, it appears to me that there is not a single sinner whose insight is born solely from their emotions. There is a sound reason behind every suggestion that has heretofore been presented. Thus, it is difficult to gauge the validity of each of them. This must not be an easy decision for you. Hong Lu's gonna make the decision. Thus. Yisang paused, taking his time to carefully select his next words. Then, after a subtle nod, he continued. Dante, perhaps this judgment belongs to Hong Lu. True! Perhaps I speak at the risk of not knowing my own station. However, should we allow this opportunity to slip away, Hong Lu may never leave that smile of his behind. True! Yisang's whole thing was about regaining his smile. Hong Lu's whole thing is about leaving the fake smile behind. You must see it as well, that Hong Lu's smile is but a different shape of sorrow for those who have no tears left to shed. What Yisang was trying to tell me was clear as day. So what I must consider, as the manager, isn't a discussion of wars and battles. It's not pragmatisms or measures of the pros and cons. A manager has to support their team. Yo! Faust. Once again, I have nothing to offer but objective information and suggestions strictly from the corporate perspective. Dante, given your position as the manager of LCB team, it is recommended that you continue to follow the plan outlined by the LCCB, retrieve the Golden Bough, and quickly arrange a safe extraction for you and your team without unnecessarily involving your team in a high-risk operation. That's... However, as Faust continues slowly. But if you... She's speaking her own words, chat! Believe that you possess enough persistence to endure all that entails. And if you believe that your role is to lead them and us to the right path, then I will follow your lead. Yo! That was Faust, not Faust, chat. That was Faust. She's breaking out. She's speaking her mind. Yo! Thank you. Now the answer must come from Hong Lu's own mouth. Wait, what? That was Faust! Looks like things really got out of control.
생각보다 복잡하게 되어버렸네요. 죄송해요.
Sorry, Dante.
단테님.
Hey, earlier, during your dialogue with Jiaqui, the conclusion you arrived at didn't come out of nowhere, did it? There must be something that brought you to there. In that long conversation, Hong Lu was finally able to give an answer of his own. And the biggest reason he could was...
처음엔...
At first, 12 cantos? Yeah, we're in the Inferno right now. We've still not gone to Purgatorio or Paradiso. That 12 cantos is gonna really quickly turn into 36. Get ready, Wei. Get ready. Faust breaking from the Faust Matrix? True. At first, I didn't think that I'd be able to give a real answer to Brother Gui's questions. But suddenly, like a
어느
thick fog
순간부터
clearing.
안개가 조금씩 걷히는 것처럼 오래전에 잊고
Something
있었던
emerged from the haze
무언가가
of forgotten
선명해지는
memories
것만 같았어요.
past. Yo.
저는 떠오른
What I
말을
gave
메모했고
as an answer then was something,
뵙고
and
나서야
I realized
제가 무슨
it
단어를
was only
말했는지
only
깨달았어요.
after I'd left my mouth. It seems you're really concentrated. True. I'm goated.
그건
That word must have
아마
been burrowed
오랫동안
deep within me for a
제 안에
long, long
남겨져 있던
time.
말이었을
Ah, yes,
거예요.
the word kindness. That's crazy. Kindness. Because Canto 12. Sorry, Foss Canto. I forgot. My bad way. I apologize. Hong Sang is officially back. True. Welcome back, Hong Sang. And also, Fost, Yi Fost, Fao Sang, Yeast, Yi Fost. Few minutes behind, but I had to say it. That's fair, Cheeky. Cheeky, you should watch in 2x speed so you can catch up. You don't know what you're missing. Fost is Fost real. Real Fost. Because I wanted to believe that kindness was enough. That it could truly bring change to Hong Yuan. This is not about us. It's about you and Hong Yuan's future. Wait, hold up, what? Hold up, I gotta read that again. Kindness. This is Hong Lu as the narrator, by the way. This is Hong Lu as the narrator, by the way. Wait, what? Usually this is Dante's narrator notes, but that's Hong Lu. Because I wanted to believe that kindness was enough. They could truly bring change to Hong Yuan. Has Hong Lu been the narrator this entire time? Hold up. Has Hong Lu been the narrator the entire time? Or, like, maybe not the entire time, but, like, for some things? It's not about us. It's about you and Hong Yuan's future. So I think I'll leave the decision up to you. Hong Lu was never the type to clearly state his beliefs. He usually did as I asked, without question, without even the smallest complaint. Dog, imagine if he was like, I think we should kill Jia Kui. He did not speak of pain when he suffered, nor did he cry to us from agony. His eyes remained unshaken, even as he witnessed countless deaths and injustices committed before him. You might even say he remained surrendered. The eye that lets everything float away. The accepting eye of someone who has resigned himself to the reality that everything that exists has an end. Oh no. Dog, this image is so unsettling. I wait patiently for him to speak.
단테님,
Dante, Hong Lu, who only ever quietly accepted whatever life threw at him.
철암사로
I want to go
향하고
to the
싶어요.
Taikan Temple. He's locked in.
시춘이와
Where
어르신,
Xichun and the elders, where the
선임들이
Shiren
있는
are.
방으로요. 시춘이가
Please tell me he can kill them.
위험해질
I think
수도
Xichun
있다고
might be in
생각해요.
danger. Yo! Danger as in her life might be at risk?
목숨이
No.
위험하진
I
않겠지만
think her life might be the only
오히려
thing that's
목숨만
not in
건질 수도.
danger. They're gonna lobotomize her.
치유 형님이 말씀하신
Thinking
걸
back to
되짚어
what
생각해보니
Brother Kui told me,
전과 같은
I'm
시춘이의
afraid
모습을
that I might lose the Xichun
이제 볼 수
I know
없을 것
forever.
같아요.
Oh no! Xichun lives, but she's lobotomized. What if he kills Xichun so that she doesn't have to live a lobotomized life? For the first time, he speaks of the path he wishes to walk. Hong Lu's jaded eye gazes beyond the walls of Dang Yuan Yuan. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How are you today?
치유 형님의
Hope you're having a good
말씀대로
weekend too.
철암사의
Like Brother
문을
Kui said,
자유자재로
at
열
this
수 있는
moment,
건
I'm the only one who can freely
이제는
open the gates of the Tai Can
오직
Temple.
저뿐이에요.
Oh, I thought he was the only one that could go in. He can open the gates for everyone else? We can let the blood fiends in?
시춘이가 가져가
I want to
걸
be there to watch Xichun
옆에서
become the
지켜보고
hierarch,
싶어요.
so that if something dangerous were to
혹시라도
happen,
위험한 일이
I can put a stop to it.
막을 수
Okay, sounds like a plan. I had a feeling that this would be your decision, executive manager. Our judgments are shaped by our upbringings and environments. So, for you, executive manager, who has only the time spent with the rest of us to reflect on, it is understandable how you could come to this conclusion. I keep disappointing you, don't I? Don't worry, Dante. Otis's existence keeps disappointing all the rest of us, so it's perfectly fine.
아직은
You haven't. Not yet.
아닙니다.
Okay, interesting. Otis replies sternly.
뭐
Well, it ain't much our style to just sort off after picking up a golden bough, innit? That's... yeah, you're right. Ishmael agrees with Heathcliff for the first time since forever.
뭐
Well, I know I might have come across as kinda harsh or snappy earlier, but hey, there weren't any hard feelings, Otis. Everyone's becoming friends? Everyone's making up? We're all, like, being chill? Oh god, it's gonna get awful, isn't it? Oh, we're having, like, the everyone's happy, we're all friends? Oh, something horrible's about to go down. They won't make me hate you, Otis. That's crazy. I would have kicked you in the shin had I considered your entire speech to be senseless drivel. Otis and Gregor, whose stances were always diametrically opposed. When? Huh? How is Otis and Gregor diametrically opposed to each other, huh? Have stopped shooting bitter remarks at each other. We're all growing more familiar with each other. Perfect. Then let's do this. Oh no. Oh, we're about to witness the horrors. And in that strange air, we found our purpose. Oh no, it's gonna be awful. I will send out my best blade, my best blade, Zilu, in the same direction. No, Jiaqui, you need to defend yourself. She will not accompany you, but she will rendezvous at your destination nonetheless. Okay.
아까는 뭐
Didn't you say earlier that the Hyushus all become masterless or something? It is a long story. Let me just say that Zilu is an exception. Yo, hold on, what about you? At the moment, stopping the underboss and his primary officer, Li Hang, is the most pressing concern. Zygon and I will take to the main battlefield at the gates of Dangyuan Yuan and stall them. Is Zygon, like, battle ready? Zygon? I thought she was a tactician. That's why she didn't show up in the thing. Or did Jiaqui just think that he would just solo with it? Yeah, that's fair. The plan was now in motion. There was nothing more to discuss, and we both walked away to our destinations in opposite directions. Otis is always calling Gregor slurs, is what Dante means? Oh no. My lord, I have seen that smile many times in the past. That is the smile of a hollow shell. Do you truly believe that a man such as him is capable of moving in genuine direction to the cause? The cause? We've got another, we've got another, like, Eurodivide group? Not necessarily communists, but they got, like, some Confucianists morals, I guess? Each heart has a different cause that moves them. How can one speak of the fathoms of a lake when all they have seen is the water's surface? I mean, to be fair, he is the only one that saw... him and Gia Mew and whatever Palanquin Bearer was working that day is the only one that saw little Gia Baoyu actually trying to save the person. Hollow shell that only says hello and goodbye? True! Nothing there! Actions of a thief. Yo? Hopkins? Are we gonna see Hopkins back? I'm kidding, of course. But it would be really funny. Please. No, I don't want him here, because then he's gonna probably die, but... that would be really funny. That would be really funny. The thief's probably gonna be the Gia Huan, I'm assuming. Alright, let's get that.
내 차례냐?
That. Alright, Honglu, you're last.
철암사로 가려면
Whoa!
이곳을 거쳐서 가는 게 제일 빠른 길.
Way down to Taikan Temple. That sounds like lyrics in a song. Like someone stringing like a banjo and like I took my train way down to Taikan Temple. I took the train way down to Taikan Temple. Like you know that Oh no. Hopkins is a color now? Hopkins wore blue? You know who else wears blue? True, Damien. That Way Down to Taikan Temple does sound like a country song. Like an aggressively country song. We have to go through here if we want to take the fastest path to Taikan Temple. Looks like it leads underground. These also work as lyrics, by the way. Looks like it leads underground. Meow, 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 meow.
아유, 빠른 길 맞아?
Oh man, are you sure this is... No, that doesn't work. Gregor, you ruined it. Oh man, are you sure this is the fastest path? The heck are they doing over here?
빠른 길이니 당연히
Well,
여기부터
seems to
먹겠지.
me that's exactly why they're here, blocking our way. Well, I never thought it was gonna be easy. Looks like I was right.
그대로 몸을 돌려 왔던 길로
Stop right
돌아가길
there. Turn
제안하지.
around and leave, now.
반대하기
You won't get a more generous offer than that. You do well to do as I say. Bro, you should have had the other guy say this. You look like a clown. The family hierarchy war is over. They announced the results for all to hear. The family hierarchy... And then, like, you've got a bridge. The family hierarchy war is over. They announced the results for all to hear. You know, it could work. It could, if I could write lyrics, you know, it could work. Yeehaw, oh no. So, on whose orders are you attacking us?
순진하군.
Naive girl.
이 대관원은
Do you not know that
이미
powerful
수많은
forces are already
세력이
gathering
앞서
here at
밀려오고
Dangyuan Yuan? I doubt that little pipsqueak even got to meet the Shirin. She's probably bleeding out somewhere along the path by now. Oh no.
피나 흘리고 있을 거고.
She's bleeding out. She needs a blood transfusion. Sancho. I will say, Sinclair, like, really does care about Xichun. I feel like Sinclair is doing the same thing that I do, where it's like, oh no, side character, hope they don't die. Please, don't let the side character die. Looks like a bunch of third raiders decide to work together, huh? Do you really believe that you could retake the hierarchy with your puny forces? You're the ones who are committing this tantrum of treason just because you can't accept that you lost. Besides, what do you mean retake the hierarchy? It's not like you ever took her from us. You can't even proudly speak the name of your master. It's It would have been the first thing you announced if you believed your cause to be just. Your very actions are those of a thief. Huh. And why would we need to announce our cause for a ragtag band like yours? It's the Shi family. Shi Yuha. Destroy them all! Oh wait, it's literally just a group of random people, Lamau? That's because Shi Yuha, my goat, is fighting alongside Jiaqui. Yo, why did that person have a blue mark on their forehead? Oh no. Swift Shi family mercenary. Alright, well we know what these guys are. Kill them. Sancho can't give blood? Oh, that's true. No, she can! Fighting gives blood. Also, Cheeky, for some reason your chat messages aren't, like, showing up on the full chat thing. Huh, that's weird. What do you mean a creative decision? We're literally winning! And the two people that were struggling, I don't care about. They're lesser blood fiends, blood fiends are cool, but like we're trying to power up Sancho. Oh well, that one I care about a little bit actually. If she could gain SP, that'd be good. We're goated. See, now I got like the jingle in my head. I took a train down down the way to Taikan Temple. It goes kind of good. Chat, what do you guys think of my song skills? Chat, how would you feel if I started making music? Actually, is a better question. How do you guys feel if I like tried to like make my own songs? Would you like be supportive, or would you guys be like, would you, is that, no, I should not do that. Should I? Hello, Isaac. How hungry? Oh no. Eat the refrigerator. But yeah, what would you guys like if I like released a song? What would you guys like? How would you guys feel? Also, we're getting kind of like bodied a little. Never mind, we're fine, Sancho. I'm gonna actually do this just so that we don't waste the thing. Zach, make music, just not country. Well, the only reason I said like country is because that's what it sounded like. Like the way down is a very country phrase. Hemo bars are nasty. I would eat a hemo bar. I mean, hemo bars probably don't taste like awful. They just taste like nothing. And I feel like to a human, hemo bars would be like fine. Actually, you might get like prion disease. I don't know. Now that I know that you can get prion disease just by like eating someone else's blood, I'm like, uh-oh. Dude, didn't we all eat our scabs? Well, that's your own blood. I don't think if you ingest your own blood, you will get prion disease. Like, I'm pretty sure that's... Okay, this person's literally... We do not need to be going this hard. But I guess they're gonna get Sancho. Way down yonder on the dang yuan. True. But yeah, not... Alright, I'm not saying, like, if I made that a full song. But, like, if I made music in general. Like, you know the Cheeky's really, really good cover of Last Christmas, but it's Sinclair. I came up with... I was the initial person who came up with that. That was my idea, and then I worked with Cheeky to make it real. I came up with like a few lines of dialogue, and then I was like, wait, we should work together on this. And so me and Cheeky worked together on it. I even recorded it, it's just I'm really bad at singing, so the recordings are existing, but also the mic quality was awful for some reason, because I was like really close to the mic. But yeah, I eat scabs in my own flesh. I mean, I bite my nails, and I also bite the skin around my nails, so I do consume my flesh like regularly, but it's not like that much. And also, before anyone says anything, I have ADHD. I'm allowed to bite my nails. I'm allowed to do that. It's not weird. It's just a symbol of my mental illness. Sing right now. All right. What song? Like, I don't know what song. What would I sing? One. I was like, what am I gonna sing? There's blood fiends on screen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're racing on horseback. The hills are green and the birdies sing and roses are pink. Experience I've never had. I'm so happy, happy to just be part of your story. After you I follow, after you I follow. The road you showed me broadened my horizons. Forever my hero, forever my hero. I am your biggest fan, I am your biggest fan. Merry-go-round, in a circle I run. It's so much fun leaving reality behind. All right, there we go. True. I'm like not like awful, but like I don't know. I made a cover of "Fly My Wings" once. You guys should check that out. It's on my channel. Look up Mast3r Zak "Fly My Wings" cover. I actually like fully like tried to like produce that and like make it sound good as well. But yeah. See, the issue is like, I've been thinking of, like, really good one-liners for songs, and really good concepts for songs, because I like the storytelling aspect of music, but I just can't, like, come up with a full song, is the issue. Like, I haven't figured out how to make, like, a full piece of music, and I've been struggling with that, and so... but I've been, like, thinking about, like, not really struggling, because I haven't really put too much thought into, like, actually, like, trying. But if you guys would want to, if you guys would want to, you know, have some original songs, or if anyone is willing to, like, you know, help me write some lyrics. I've already got a producer lined up. I've talked to Jay about this in the past, and he is down, so, you know. I liked your singing. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know. It's just that, I don't know. Thinking about it, I would want to try to take, I feel like if I were to do music, I would want to take it, like, a little bit seriously. Just because, I don't know. I feel like having, like a bunch of songs under my belt and, like, albums would be really cool. I'm not saying I'm gonna get, like, famous off of it. I just think that that'd be nice. I think, like, having music that I've made and that I own is, like, really cool. And I could use the music in my, like, streams. Actually, I probably couldn't, because then it'd be me talking over myself, and that's weird. You have a VOD of Canto 7? You'd love to see your blind reaction to Sanson? Oh, that was a good reaction. Not as good as the Blood Fiend of the Happy Parade, though. Yes, I do have all of my VODs of Limbus Company up. I have a playlist on my channel called Limbus Company. It has every single Limbus Company video that I have made on it. So not only does it have streams, it has reaction videos to ID trailers, it has shorts. If you don't want to see the shorts, just click sort by videos, and it will remove all the shorts, because I have a lot of shorts in there. But it's a playlist sorted by time on all the Limbus Company things that I've made, so yeah, definitely check that out if you want to see it. Idol Zach, true! You finished this part in 4 hours? Is that, like, a long time or a short time? Probably a short time. I've been told this is gonna be 2 streams, chat, because I've been told that I have to make it 2 streams. I'm back from having a snack and slashing my face with cold water. When you wrote slashing, I was like, I thought you, like, slashed your, like, hand on something, but no. Splashing, okay. Ideal Zach, true. Oh, you missed me singing, Alexiel. Can't believe it. But yeah, actually, your opinion on this would be good, too. Do you think I should try to make songs, Alexiel? Like, come up with songs, you know? Is that a good idea, or, like... Or is that like one of those just like ADHD, I have an idea and I'm never gonna actually be able to do much with it? How do you splash it with... Well, I mean, water pressure can make water a very dangerous thing. If it shoots out in jet, it can definitely slash the skin. But Plagius, did you go on a tangent about ethical meat consumption? True. Well, it was less ethical meat consumption and more just calling out hypocrisy. But, yeah. I don't know. I would not be vegan because... I've tried being vegetarian before. I had a few months where I was vegetarian. And it's fine, like, I have no issues with, eating vegetarian. It's just one of those things where it's like, right now, synthetic meat, synthetic meat, like, not, like, impossible meat, like the fake meat, but, once synthetic meats gets made, I will not eat, like, and they're, you know, priced reasonably. Once they figure out how to fully get synthetic meats, I'm not gonna eat, like, farm-slaughtered meats, because why not just eat the thing that's been perfectly grown to be eaten? And not the thing that has to also be grown to suit its own needs as well. But yeah. Yeah, eating vegetarian? Yeah, I was vegetarian. It was a New Year's resolution that me and my family did one year. We to, you know, varying extremes. This was a long time ago, back when I still, like, religiously drank milk. So that was why I was vegetarian, not vegan, because I don't really drink milk all that much now. But when I was younger, I used to drink a lot of milk. Now my go-to drink is water. But, yeah. Dawn's skill 3 is literally just a lobotomy with a fake pierce coin at the end? Oh no. But yeah. 3 printed chicken? True. But yeah. I don't know, it's just one of those things where like... You can only put... like, it's one of those things where like I would rather put my effort towards solving other injustices in the world before that. And like when I focus my like trying to solve injustices part of the brain, and also like yeah, it's further down on my to-do list. Water's disgusting. Hey Asmongold, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Water depends on like I will say the taste of water can drastically change whether or not you live like where like the tap water's good, the tap water's bad. Bottled water's good, like has the bottled water been sitting out, like do you have a filter? Yeah, like I have like, actually I shouldn't say what my water tastes like because that probably is like verifiable, huh? I not now, but I remember I was taking a vacation and there was like, it was a place with like just like tap water, so like it wasn't like we didn't stay at like a fancy hotel or anything, like we were just like at a place, and like the tap water was really good. Like everywhere they had like really good tap water. And yeah, how many people would it take to kill Virgilius? 100 Don Quixote, but that less than 100 Don Quixote. Whoever your poor master is, I can tell by the way their minions behave that they have no hope of ever taking that throne. You'd be surprised by how much a lack of a just cause harms morale, fool. You're the one to talk. What just cause do you have? Just how high and mighty is your... I mean, to be fair, morale is like pretty good here. We're all being like promised literally a wish. Everyone here gets their wish granted. Oi, shut it and listen, at least. We actually want to change something about this place. I'd say we've more a just cause than you guys. The only thought upon hearing that awful bell is how can I expand my real estate this time? Both of you always speak with such convictions. Otis, Heathcliff. Gathering an army is the easy part. A leader's true qualities are revealed only when the time comes to actually lead their men. I see. So, it's your long experience with war that shaped your confidence, Otis. Yeah, I can see being semi-regularly poisoned by the water supply might cause you to gain a dislike for the drink in general, Plagius. Oh no. The school fountain water would become orange? That's crazy. Cold water, warm water, room temperature water. Honestly, I agree. Yeah, cold water, warm water, room temperature water. Get hot water? Like hot that it like... like not because it hurts, but just barely, like it's not gonna like burn you, but like just hot enough that it's like kind of still has that like burn, like oh it feels like it's burning a little. That water tastes so good. Not the actual like burning part, but like the actual like the flavor of it. It's mainly that water doesn't have a good taste and other drinks are tastier. What I usually do when I'm eating is that I'll have 2 drinks. I'll have a sweet drink and a big thing of water. And what I will do is while I'm eating my food, I'll like take drinks of like each of them periodically. And I've found that it drastically not only improves the eating experience, because now you're getting bites of food mixed with like different drinks, but it also works as like palate cleansers and stuff like that. I think it's really good. And also you're drinking water, which it would not be the case if you were just drinking the sugary drink. Oh no. There's some more molecules in water of this bottle of water than there are bottles of water in the ocean. That's probably true, yeah. Oh wait, what did he just say? So it's, oh yeah, so it's your long combat experience. Oh, the Odyssey? The Odyssey mentioned, maybe? Because my life couldn't be any further from any battlefield of war.
뒷골목에는
Or maybe I was always
이미 저를
surrounded by
모르는
wars,
크고 작은
both large and
전쟁들이
small, in the
일어났을지도
back
모르죠.
streets, and I was just sheltered from them.
지켜만 본 자는
I've done nothing
할 수
but
있는
watch
말이
from a
없네요.
distance, so I don't suppose I have any right to speak.
이런 자리에서
I wouldn't even know
어떤
where
말을
I'd
해야
begin.
할지도 모르겠고요.
This seemed like the perfect moment for Otis to brag about her experience, but she fell silent at the remark. Zach fumbling English once more? Oh no.
그게 뭐 그렇게
There ain't
어렵다고.
anything too complicated about it, mate.
똑같다고 하면 되는
If it's
거지.
bad, it's bad. Don't think twice about it.
얘처럼
Like the lad does. Yo, Heathcliff and Sinclair being friends? Like me? For a while, Sinclair continued to ask Heathcliff if he really was talking about him. Oh, oh no. Sometimes you gotta have like 3 drinks. Water, cool drink, warm drink. Ooh. Actually, unironically, whenever I have like hot chocolate, it will be 3 drinks. It'll be water, something else, and then the hot chocolate. That's so true.
이 복도를
I
걸어가는
haven't ever
대부분의
walked down
날은
this hallway accompanied
저
by so many other
혼자였는데.
people. I usually walk
이렇게 많은 사람들이
alone.
함께 가는 건
I walk a
처음이네요.
lonely road.
왜?
Why?
사람들을 대동하지
Didn't you take
않았어?
your servants with you?
어렸을 때는 혼자
Sometimes I
가는 게
did,
무서워서
because I was scared to
같이
go there
데려갈 때도
alone, but
있었는데 크면서 점점
I
알게
learned
되던 게
something as I
있었어요.
grew older.
이곳은
It's that my heart
오로지
is
혼자서
most at
걷는
ease when
것만이
walking down this road alone.
제일 마음이 편하다는
Aww.
거예요.
Heathclair is real? No. Heathclair is not real. It's just that Heathcliff and Sinclair aren't literally hating each other anymore. And it's because they're in the other rich person's Canto. It's fine. Why? I imagined Hong Lu slowly walking down this hallway, alone, with a dark expression. It wasn't a pleasant sight.
철암사는 말이죠.
Taikan Temple.
저만이 자유롭게
I
출입할
was the
수
only one
있어요.
who was allowed to freely enter and
가족도
exit.
출입이 가능하다고 하지만
Freely exit? Oh, this is... I was allowed to freely enter. Bracket of freely and exit. You were not able to freely exit. Oh, that's a frown. The family hierarch can technically be let inside, but
할머니조차도
even grandmother couldn't
부름이
enter
있어야지만
without their
들어갈 수
summon.
있었죠.
And we're just gonna barge in. Wait,
그런 거였어?
Jiaqui wasn't being metaphorical?
그냥 비유 삼아 하는 말인 줄 알았는데.
Zach the are literally purple Sinclair. The R Heathclair? Oh no. You really want hot chocolate? True.
그런데
So,
왜 다들
why are they called the
스님들이라고
Xichun?
부르는 거야?
Are they some supernaturally
신선이가
enlightened
뭐나
blokes or
하는 거라도
something?
돼?
Does this word have meaning, chat? Chat, what does the Xichun mean? Are they some supernaturally enlightened blokes or something? What does it mean, like psychics or like? I need context, chat. I need also, I'm gonna have a few more of the jelly beans and stuff while I await the context. Yummy. Yes? Okay. So it means like psychics? Got it. Alright.
네. 인고의 시간을 거치고 비로소 불로장생의 방법을 체득하여 선인의 반열에 오르신 분들이거든요.
Yes, they endured the time of suffering, opened their eyes to the secret to the freedom from aging and death, and eventually attained enlightenment, earning themselves the exalted title of the Xichun. Oh, I see. Interesting. So they're the immortal ones. So it's like a group of like 10 people who over the years each has found like a different way to attain immortality and probably like kept it to themselves.
그게 정말
But is that even
가능해?
possible? What happened to them
진정한
still
글로벌사는 못
searching for the
찾은
answer to true immortality?
아, 입을 또
Mate,
다물어.
you're
사람
bottling
불안하게.
up again. That makes me nervous.
뭐가 들어박혀
What the heck are we walking into?
그래도
At least this place
이곳은
feels much more
바깥보다
tranquil
차분하고
than the world
미안해.
outside. It's quiet, and it smells nice too. Uh-oh.
조명도 나는 것 같고요. 이 밖은
I could almost forget that there's a war about to break out beyond the premises. Uh-oh.
믿기지 않을 것.
Xichun are basically Taoist immortals? Oh. Okay. What if they ripped off Honglu's jade eyes and used it as a key?
그나마 다행이죠.
Uh-oh. That would probably not be very pleasant. We're lucky. Actually, he can grow back.
철암사를 가는 길을
Not many
제대로
people
아는
know the
자는
actual path to reach Taikan
대관원
Temple.
안에서도 거의 적어도
But at least
대관원에
there's
침입하는
less
외부
chance of us
세력들을
running into any
마주치려면
outside forces
덜 수
here.
있지 않을까요?
그런 복선 깔지 말라니까.
Can we not with the foreshadowing? True! Rhodia realized she herself did some foreshadowing, and now she's like, uh-oh. I gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. She's like, no more foreshadowing, please.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도
Yo.
피를 마시는
Yo.
순간이
Wait.
생각나지 않을 거야.
The barber literally went away.
가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔.
Okay. A ridiculous idea? No, an
내가
idea
이룰 수
most
있는
ingenious.
유일한 꿈이니까.
Okay, we're on 26 out of 33. How many have we done so far? Oh, we've done a fair few, actually. Oh, I forgot we can't, like, there's like a invisible wall here. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will trust, because we're trying to get a halfway point. When would be a good halfway point, chat? I'm gonna probably do this one, because I took my medication today, so I feel like streaming a lot more. But, what is the plan? When would be a good halfway point? Also, I believe this will be an idea most ingenious, and not a ridiculous idea. I believe. See, even Heathcliff agrees. Unfortunately, it was indeed a foreshadowing. Oh no. The passageway to Taikan Temple. It didn't take very long before another faction appeared. No, the Night Drifter! Oh wait, no, that's not the Night Drifter. He's got an actual sword. The Podao. 30 or 29 IMO? Okay. So the last 4 or 3 or 4 are gonna take that long? Okay. I mean, I believe it. Okay. Stop! Who is your master? Shu family captain. What are you doing here?
가야 할 곳이 있으니까요.
Because we have a place to be.
여러분들은
What are
왜
you
이런
doing
곳을
here?
돌아다니시나요?
You're working for Jiaqui, aren't you? Trying to visit the Reverend Jiaren. You're trying to speed up the Hierarch Ascension ritual, aren't you? Nice try. Ask the right question, and we'll just tell you all about our plans, won't we? Greenhorn. I know you're all lost. You've probably been going in circles for hours by now. Oh. Yeah, this place is irritatingly large. Yeah, you know, this place feels like a maze. Just point us in the right direction and go back the way you came, and I won't give chase. Yeah, just tell us how we can get out of here. I don't wanna figure out what's in the center of this maze. Give up on your ridiculous idea of ushering in that hopeless, inadequate girl as the family hierarch. We already heard that one before. Might want to get some new material. Oh, we're just straight into the fight. This is like the one room in my side where there's all the doors infinitely repeating. Remember my side, chat? If you haven't seen it, definitely check out the My Side VODs. It's really fun. Also, why do these guys keep struggling frame 1? These guys' Clash Power sucks. Ugh. Execution of the Ruptured. And it's a bleed attack, I remember? Uh-oh. The My Side rooms. Uh-oh, Sancho did not hit that. Uh-oh. Let's go! Hit those coins! Go! Sancho! One is a priest? I mean, that's fair. But he still shouldn't be struggling. Attack power down. How under level is the manager? Manager of Amontland is level 50. Actually, what is the level of, like, enemies? They were like 56 last time. Yeah, like 50, or 53 last time. Yeah, 53. Like, that's not too bad. We've got like 45. That's like what, 8? 8? This is 3, that one's 8? That's not like that much.
떨거지는
8 levels
잘라낸다.
is not that much. Hopefully.
따뜻한
So I will say Manager of Munchland does not have that much health. Uh-oh. Heal up, please. Thank you. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. Yo, look at that combo. There's like another guy back there. Yo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Issue.
그래. 그렇게 시원하게 처리하는
All staggered.
승리를
And red attacks from Lamont. Yeah, okay.
편이
They're dead.
덜 답답한
GG.
법이지.
떨거지는
Even Virgilius kind of sounded like he said GG. Ooh, that combo was crazy.
꿰뚫려라.
Oh, goated.
기원을 갖추면
Every 3 levels of difference is +1 power to whoever is higher. Well, that doesn't matter, because we're goated.
그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말만 고치면 딱 좋겠어.
He did not reuse that.
수감자.
Never mind. Oh, wait, hold up. Never mind, she's goated. It's fine if she only gets 1 hit in, because she hit the clash.
다류 산초 경혈
Let's go. I really hope that after the crossover he stops this foolishness. What foolishness? Winning? That's all I ever do. I just win. Because I'm goated. For some reason, like, my brain just turned off. I completely forgot, like, how to start a conversation and talk about things and commentate over things that are happening. Hell? Oh no.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없다.
I like, my brain is blank. Oh no. We're goated. Level up my sinners. No! Serious Skullbuster, attack!
지금이다. 해골 바가지 거미 대가리.
Easy.
폴리리 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게
Oh, by the way, I was looking at these symbols earlier, like just looking at the symbols, because to edit the Red Sheet Sinclair video, which you guys should check out if you haven't already, by the way. Every time I see a symbol, I always see it from far away, so I don't see how detailed they are. But the actual status effects are like insanely detailed. Like, look at this. That's like got a like just immaculate level of detail. And like all the custom like status effects are like that. Like they've all like are like just really detailed. Like look at that. Even though you can't like really see how detailed they are in battle because they kind of like you're zoomed out. Don't worry, the final few nodes will force him to level up units. Don't count on it. I'm goated. Yo, we're just passing this person around. They're getting just slaughtered. Bam, 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 bam. Zach would rather spend 5 hours not having fun than level up anyone with his infinite resources. What do you mean not having fun? This game is. Ow! I just hit my knee.
다류 산초 경혈
Uh-oh. Yo, okay, we're goated. We're goated, chat. I'm so tired of him. Why all of a sudden, Wei? What happened? Why all of a sudden am I, like, put under flame?
오랜 목마름도
We are goated.
어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는
Okay.
순간
The second Blood Fiend? Oh, Battlefield.
그러니 가릴 것 없이
So my vision was fully, like,
우리가 이룰 수
brain
있는
locked in
유일한
on, like, the
꿈이다.
wrong thing. I thought that said, I read and I was like, Blood Fiend? The second Blood Fiend? No, the second battle. I think this is fine. Zach with his 5 attempts with the Night Drifter, and we won, and it was fine. And we got a Sancho sweep.
어떤 조직
So
놈들인지
it's
면면 좀 받을까?
I'm goated. Zach? Wait, was I not supposed to click on this one? Oh wait, no, it's just literally the
위에서
second battle.
당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지.
I could have finished this in one stream. It's just I was asked to not, so. But I could have made this like an 8-hour. Oh no. It probably wouldn't have even been 8 hour. I'm like zooming through this. Even with my like theories and tangents. I'm just that goated.
불안과 공포 그런 것들이 들끓이기가 가장 쉽죠.
I think that's all from just being mad about school. I mean, that's fair. That's fair way. Who asked me not to? Cheeky, so that she could catch up and beat the Canto before I did. Oh no. Cheeky call-out post. I don't remember exactly how many attempts they did against the Night Drifter, but it was way too many. I did like 4. It wasn't that bad. As someone who practically first tried Ricardo, I think I'm adequate at the game. In fact, I finished that stream much faster than I thought I would. You have to understand that it was not that bad. I like first tried Ricardo basically. The second the game wasn't glitched out, I was able to first try it. And even if you count the glitched out runs, it's still a third try. That's pretty bad? Really? Okay, I first tried Jiaqui. I tried to kill my units, and I first tried Jiaqui. Everyone was talking about, oh, it's taking me like days, it's taking me hours to defeat Jiaqui. And I literally first tried him while trying to kill my own units. Like, I'm goated. I'm just that good at the game. Just 2 more weeks until summer and 1 year and 2 weeks until I'm free so that you can go to the next layer. Oh no. Wei's beginning his descent into the layers of the Inferno. He who shall not yet be named was the only fight I struggled with this Canto? Okay. Yo, the motif in the background? Everyone, it was just Cheeky. Oh no. I thought it was everyone. Uh-oh. After like less than 10 attempts? Or roughly 10 attempts? Okay. Okay, if I'm gonna... Alright, yeah, I took extra turns on the Night Drifter. But I first tried Jiaqui, basically first tried Ricardo the first time. Like, I'm not awful at the game. Second tried the railway, once I actually got to the point where I could fully clear the railway. Like, I'm fine. The second time I full cleared the railway, I got it under 100 turns, so... And the first time it was 2 turns over. Which is so sad. Is that the Night Drifter? No, it's not. I just keep looking at the guy and I'm like, is that the Night Drifter? No, it's not. The Night Drifter uses a branch. Jiaqui is either one of those fights you find easy or impossible? Oh no. Yippee! Should I make a playlist for individual cantos, chat? Should I make like a Canto 1 through Canto 8 play? Like, should I be like, this is the Limbus Company Canto 6 playlist. This is the Limbus Company Canto... Or will that add too many playlists? Because I know I've already started adding playlists for, like, individual games. What do you guys think? So tell me, who is your master? Is it gonna be Chu Baochai? You two. You've been in a war, haven't you? Bro, why do we keep bringing up the fact that these people have been in a smoke war? There's gotta be relevance. No need to deny that, I suppose. Go for it? Okay. You can still tell, huh? Well, you mean, yeah, you've got a war-specific prosthetic. And I learned many, many things in my war. A few hundred ways to convince a grunt to talk, for example. Uh-oh. Too bad. Because unlike you, I have but
한 가지로
one way to keep my mouth shut. Oh! Well, he just killed himself. The man who appeared to be leading the soldiers stabbed himself in the chest without hesitation.
스스럼 없이
So he'd kill
정도의
himself without
이름이라.
even a moment's hesitation to protect his master's name.
대단한 무게를
His
가진
master
동물이라는
must be a
뜻이겠지.
formidable individual. It's gotta be Shu Baochai. It's gotta be Shu Baochai. Oh no. Is it? Uh-oh.
혹은
Or it could also be that he was
밝혀져서 안
under
되는
the
정보가
influence
새어나갔을
of a
경우
suicide worm.
심리를 조작해 처리하는 춤을 썼을 수도 있겠네요. An mana worm that activates on an information trigger to manipulate the host's psyche to take their own life. An mana worm. Why are we introducing this now? Noticing that there was a previously unseen, serious look in Honglu's eyes, we forged onwards. An mana worm. Oh no. I remember people talking about how Xichun was holding a worm in the one image of her as a kid. Oh no. Are they gonna put a worm in her? Uh-oh. I'm deciding whether or not to say something in response to people begging Zach to level up. Oh no. Alright. Chat, do we do this one or do we call it here today? What is the plan? How many... I mean, I'm assuming the later nodes are like long, but I don't want this thing that happened with this area to happen again, where we stopped at Jia Xichun and literally did Jia Xichun Intruders, Night Ambush, and Night Ambush 2, and that was it. And there wasn't enough. Have stream muted. I tried to win rate Jia Kui for so long, and then I finally sucked it up and engaged with the game mechanics. That one guy is... that one guy is... In this part, though, was 100% a full skill issue. I see. Jia Xichun might do the funny. Oh no. Stop at 30? At 30? That's... Is there... Okay. Let's hope the final stream of the Canto isn't like 20 minutes long. Oh, it was a gun! Oh, dang. The Thumb Henchman? Soldato 2. That was a warning shot, sir.
것은 위협용 사격이었습니다.
조그맣게 욕한 거 다 들어.
I heard you curse under your breath.
저들은
There.
상급자에게
How
거짓말을
disrespectful of you to tell such a bald-faced lie to your senior.
실례했습니다.
Apologies. Please, I humbly beg for your assistance in my
도와주실 수
absolution.
있습니까?
못할 것도 없지.
Of course. Present your tongue.
혓바닥을 내밀어라.
Huh? That incomprehensible exchange between the pair was soon followed by the sight of a severed tongue rolling in the dirt. Huh? What the heck is the thumb? I mean, she probably shouldn't have lied, but... Oh! Yeah, exactly, ew!
엄지로군.
The thumb.
저 녀석은 혀가
Please allow me to
없어졌으니
speak, as
제가
my partner
말하겠습니다.
no longer has the means to do such.
관리자 단테와
Your
그의
present company, including
그리고
manager Dante,
가보님께서는
oh, their
이곳을
companions,
지날
and
수
Master Jia
없습니다.
Baoyu may not pass beyond this area. Yo? They know who Dante is? Random Thumb Henchman number 3 knows who Dante is? What did he just call Honglu? Sinclair. We've been calling him Jia Baoyu this entire Canto. Sinclair, you can't tell me you just been twiddling your thumbs this entire time.
상황이니만큼
Given the present circumstances,
지금
they're treating
참여자는
Hong Lu as
LCB
Baoyu of the
수감자
Jia
홍루가
family
아닌
and not a sinner of
가시가문의
LCB.
고구로 대하고 있는 거다.
Hang on, Alex just told me Zach's Baochai takes. Skill issue, I believe women. Wait, what is my Baochai take? I don't think that she's actually going to betray. I do believe her when she said it was her mom. I do believe her when she said it was her mom, but like I was just saying, oh, is it gonna be different? Is she gonna do that?
분명
It's logical to assume that the young master of a prestigious house ranks higher than a soldato who are just grunts of the thumb. Well, can Honglu just ask him to move then? Well, no, they're loyal to the thumb.
Them showing us respect now don't mean anything. They won't let us through. I've heard stories, but I didn't think they'd be this fixated with the ranks and hierarchies. It's almost to the point where it's just plain weird. True! Please understand that the underboss has ordered us to treat anyone passing this area as our enemy. Our orders were to execute all individuals attempting to do so anyways, including our former allies, so I implore you to please turn around and leave this place. We would greatly appreciate your cooperation. Ryushu's gonna say something and then we're gonna kill him. Sorry, we can't do that. I think the wording weirded Sinclair. Oh, okay. You were saying she was sending those guys, like, a stage ago? Well, yeah, I'm saying, what if she was? I'm saying, is it gonna be revealed that she was? Then, I'm sorry to say that we have no choice but to stop you by any means. Li Heng must have set up this ambush. They were prepared. They weren't going to accept any other result than what they had in mind anyway. Taking into account Limbus Company's standing and LCB's position within their organization, you, a mere sinner, mentioning Master Li Heng's name is a crime punishable by removal of your tongue. No, your punishment will begin with crushing your lower jaw. Shouldn't have expected a trivial little thing like a soldato to know his place. You don't have enough tongues to lose for this disrespect. She's gonna be one of the 10 Blades of the East. Insolent. We're not getting anything out of them. These idiots will jump off a cliff if their superior told them to. But aren't they usually your favorite kind of people, Otis? Dude, Ishmael is... I can't believe they brought up Gregor and Otis clashing. Ishmael is always responding to Otis with her zingers. There once was a time when I used to think highly of their strategic decisions to maintain such a rigid, stratified hierarchy system. But now I know that it was never a strategic decision at all, but a brainless obsession of idiots who refuse to decide for themselves. We're getting a lot more Otis lore? Hello? Uh-oh. Otis lore? Insolent fool? Oh no. Let's see if you can keep babbling like that when we cut off your tongue. Well, we're just gonna kill you, Lamau. Because technically they addressed Hongwu twice. Oh yeah, because he did say the sinners and Jiabaoyu. Propellant ammo, unique ammo, spent using certain skills, max attack 4. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Rigid, stern. Uh-oh. They're tremor? Burn, tremor. Okay. Oh, interesting. This one gives tremor. This one gives burn. Propulsion cleave. Coin power for every burn, tremor. Deal negative if the skill cannot stagger. Oh, that's scary. Oh, wait. So they just, like... They're locked into staggering? They just stagger people? Oh, okay, that's actually terrifying. Propellant ammo. Amplitude conversion. Converts tremor or already converted tremor to a different type of tremor. Tremor scorch. Take wrath damage. Burn. There's a new tremor, chat. New tremor just dropped. Uh-oh. Hit without cracking. Tremor burst. Reload. Once per turn. Target has 6 of burn, point power plus 3. Then gain damage up. Uh-oh. If this unit triggered Tremor Burst last turn, gain attack power and damage up. SQE's on De La Regola preparation stage. If this unit triggered Tremor Burst last turn, get attack power and attack damage. Crush the lower jaw, deal 10% damage against staggered enemies. Infreda, if one or more ally has been defeated, gain clash power up. Uh-oh. Le Regole. Ooh. Yikes. So these guys are just like, if they don't stagger. Like, they're just locked in on staggering. Yikes. I was thinking about the Thumb Salt ID, but I'm not sure if he's narratively allowed to be done yet. Oh, right, we probably are gonna get an ID of these guys. Considering, I don't know if they're gonna give IDs to many family members. I feel like we would have already gotten, like, a Chupan ID, or like a... I don't know, I feel like we're getting Lin, Dayu, and probably Jia Xichun and Jia Baoyu, and that's probably gonna be it. For, like, family members, which is sad, because I think it'd be really cool if they gave, like, Chupan, Shi Yuha, more of a joke, but, Wang Dawei would be cool. As, like, a summoner. Dude, okay, Combo ID, Wang Dawei ID for somebody, but the trick with the ID is, if you don't have the Sinner with the... Nobody gets a Shi Yuha ID, right? The trick is, the Wang Dawei ID, if you don't have that Sinner on the battlefield, they will summon the Sinner. So, like, let's say, because I think Yi Sang is probably the most likely to get Wang Dawei. Yi Sang is on the field, and let's say Shi Yuha ID, let's give it to, I don't know, Sinclair. If Sinclair is not on the field, Wang Dawei will summon from his coffin the Sinclair Shi Yuha ID. So Sinclair is, because he's not in the battlefield, you get an extra Sinner. And like Wang Dawei is not like necessarily like that strong, he doesn't attack a lot, but then the Sinclair Shi Yuha is. I think that'd be sick. Like the whole purpose of the ID is to summon Sinners. I think that'd be really cool. Like, summon the Sinners that will actually do the, like, stuff. I think that'd be sick. Owl, Salt, next Wall Purchase Night, believe. Oh, right, Wall Purchase is, like, really soon. I forget, I think it's literally the next event after this Canto. Oh, the only issue is, chat, whoever gets a well-purchased Night ID is probably not going to get a family ID. So we have to think about it from the perspective of, like, do we want someone to get a family ID, or do we want them to get a well-purchased Night ID? Oh, no. That's a good question, because, like, who can even get a well-purchased Night ID? Sinclair has, I mean, Ego, anyone can get an Ego, even if they've already gotten an ID. From this Canto. But I'm thinking about who would get an actual ID. Heathcliff and Honglu already have well-purchased IDs. We have Ryushu and Yi Sang already have well-purchased IDs. We have Dawn. Well, Dawn's is a 2-star though, but we have Dawn and Otis already have IDs. And then Sinclair. Wait! Honglu already got a 2-star. Never mind. Honglu has 2 well-purchased IDs, but one of them is a 2-star. So Dawn, because hers is a 2-star, she can still get a well-purchased Night ID. We can take that one back. Then we have Sinclair had a well-purchased Night ID. And then Faust has had a well-purchased Night ID. So we've gotten 7 out of the 12. We still have Mersault. We still have Rhodia. We still have Gregor. We still have Dawn, because she got a 2-star, and we know 2-stars can get more. We still have Ishmael. Yeah, okay, yeah, we've got a decent amount of people. I think Dawn probably gets a well-purchased ID then. Just because I don't see how Mersault doesn't get the Jiaqui ID. Because, like, he's very Mersault. Every Sinner has gotten a Wallp ID. Honglu and Otis has 2. Yeah, Otis has an Ego and an ID. That's what I think is going to happen, though. Each Sinner is going to get either a 3-star ID and an Ego, or 2 IDs, one of them being a 2-star. That's going to be what happens. But before we get a second wave of World Purchase, that's going to be, all the Sinners are going to get those things. Either or, basically. Is he beating 29 and starting with 30 tomorrow? What if I beat 28 and then start with 29 tomorrow? I don't think I should do the Canto with only 3 nodes. 4 nodes is scary too. I might end after this battle, just so we have 5. Magical Girl Honglu. Honglu already had a 3-star, but he could get an ego, you know? But he's getting a Canto ego. I feel like Honglu's probably not gonna get anything this well for this. We could be seeing I don't know, I feel like a Faust ego from Walpurgis. For some reason I just feel like that is probably something. It is Central Command Team? Oh, okay. I don't know, that's the middle one. See, if we get an Ishmael ID from, also the question is, are there gonna be LobCorp IDs or Runia IDs? My original theory is that you get one from LobCorp and one from Runia, but that was proven wrong when Honglu got both from Runia, I'm pretty sure, so it could be anything. We could get a Magical Girl Dawn ID, which would be pretty cool. Because unless her ego is like a WoW, I really don't see them giving her just WoW or like a left. I really don't see them giving her just a 2-star ID without a 3-star Walpurgis ID. I think Faust and Dawn are getting items this wall. Okay, so it's probably Faust getting an ego or a 2-star, but they're giving out left 2-stars, so it's probably not that. Either Faust gets an ego and Dawn gets an ID, probably. Zach, please go to 30 at least. Stop at 30? Cheeky, what if I'm scared. I feel like I'm doing really good, like, DPS-wise this Canto. I don't want the last stream to be like... I also don't want to pad the time with a mirror dungeon. But, like, I don't want the last stream me just, like, one-shot the boss. I don't want to one-shot the boss. Go to 30. So stop at 30. You guys keep saying go to 30. I don't know if that means enter 30. Dislocated the jaw, just like the thumb was gonna say they did? Their plan came into fruition? If we get Road Home Otis at one point? I don't know what that is. I feel like since Otis already has an ID and ego, that's like the second wave of Walpurgises once that happens. Because like, those who do not decide to... I'll do 29. Yeah, I don't... yeah, I'll... this is... should we do 29? Chat, we gotta have... It has been 3 hours. The issue is I really want to continue streaming, but I don't want to, like, pad the time. Because I feel like the story is important, and I want to learn more about the story and see what happens, but... I'm conflicted. Pain. Just do it? Stopping after 29 would be ideal. Alright, we're gonna do 29. And then we're gonna stop after 29. Do 29, then react to the trailer? I almost forgot about that. Yeah. Do it, it's a filler fight? True. Yeah, and then we're gonna react to the trailer, chat. The new ID... I forget this guy's not 4-tide upstar. Upstar? 4-star uptide? I don't know what I was trying to say. I gotta... Yeah, true. And then we can react to the trailer. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I think Walpurgis is probably gonna be Dawn's boss. Because I feel like everyone else... Either... Because it's gotta be Dawn, because all she's got is a 2-star right now. Although, I just hope she doesn't get a Tremor ID, because that would be sad. It's gotta be Magical Girl, and it's gotta be, not status, but like some sort of like... Just like... She's strong based on like abilities themselves. Like, it's like a multi-status thing that, like, has a strong ability. It's either, you know what? Magical Girl or, other Magical Girl. The one with the sword could work as well.
그간의 전투
Where she's like blessed to like fight injustices. That could also work. I feel like all of the magical girls. I don't know if there are more, but those two, yeah. Dawn plus Mersault IDs, Foss Ego. That does make sense. That would make sense. I don't know who Mersault would get from... Mersault probably gets someone from Runia, because I don't know who we would really get an ID based off of in LobCorp. I don't know what Ego... Because he's already got Forsaken Murderer. Whoa! Thank you for subscribing. Whoever just subscribed. Very much appreciated. That jump scared me. I really don't want cereal, but that may be my only choice. Oh no, Ray's starving over here. There's no way they don't give her a magical girl. True. My only hope is that please don't just give her an ego and call it a day. Like, the fact that she's only got a 2-star. Oh. Next wall purchase is taking place in LobCorp. Oh wait, I forget they flip-flop. It's either it's Runia, then LobCorp, then Runia, then LobCorp. Yeah! Uh-oh. Hatred is almost too easy, but there's no way she doesn't get that one. Oh no. Despair is also appropriate for Dawn. Oh, do the different magical girls have different, like, is magical girl of hatred, magical girl of despair? I really want to see Morologist in a skirt. That's nice, Way. That's nice. That's happy for you. King of Greed, Mersault, Ego Suit? That's the gold one, right? Yeah, I remember that one now. Yeah, Rhodia's got a WoW ego from Wallbridges, but not an ID. She's probably gonna get an ID from Runia, which is probably gonna be next wall. Not the upcoming Wallbridges night, but the one after that. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, guys. Alright, Alexiel, you have a good sleep. We're gonna do this one, and then react to the trailer. So you... which is gonna be uploaded later, so you're not gonna really miss anything. Have a good sleep. King of Greed, Rhodia. That could work. I mean, as long as it's not like Big Bad Wolf Rhodia or something like that. Actually, you know, little Red Riding Hood Rhodia could work. I feel like Red Riding Hood Rhodia could work. I feel like that could like make sense. Because she like killed the person. And has been hunted. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to think of like what abnormalities there are. Or whatever the I can't remember. Whatever the one abnormality. You guys know the one. The log cutter. Because it has an axe. And she has an axe. Big Bad Wolf Dawn? Oh no. Red Riding Hood. Okay, hold up. Red Riding Hood Dawn? Hold up. Magical Girl Dawn is goated. Don't get me wrong. Magical Girl Dawn is like sacred combo, is goated, it makes sense. But Red Riding Hood Sancho. That kinda goes crazy. That kinda goes crazy. Hold up. Red Riding Hood Sancho. That could be... Because, like, I assume they're gonna give her some IDs that are, like, realized Sanchos. Or at least Dawns that are not, like, fully bound by... Like, they still wear the shoes, but are not fully, like, lobotomized. Red Riding Hood Sancho. Wolf Heathcliff and Red Dawn. She's making him LARP with her. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want anyone to get the Wolf ID. Yeah, that's... That, you know?
Big Bad Wolf
어버이를
Dawns for
향한
Blood
죄책감.
Fiends will always be the villains? Oh
피를 마시는
no.
순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 그러니
The heart.
갈
Alright.
것 없이
That's...
마음껏
Oh yeah,
마셔.
that is the bridge. You guys said stop at the bridge. Well, we're gonna stop at the
우리가
bridge.
이룰 수 있는
We've
유일한
got
꿈이니까.
3 nodes to do tomorrow, which hopefully the boss fight absolutely destroys me, because... Oh no. True, no Blood Fiend will ever be happy. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna be watching the trailer now. And then we're probably gonna end the stream there. Although I also do want to say, I remember reading somewhere that like helper, all-around helper Rhodia would also make sense, because it's about wanting to like be special, and wanting to like be unique. And Lamau she's not, Lamau she's not, Lamau she's not. Wolf Dawn as a reference to how she will be pregnant. Oh no. Red Riding Hood Ryushu, I would expect sooner. Yeah, but she's already got a lobotomy. That's fair, yeah. That would work better as Ryushu, but it also does work for, like, Sancho. Red Riding Hood Ishmael... Oh, actually! Red Riding Hood Ishmael does work, too. You do bring up a fair point. Red Riding Hood Ishmael does work. Does she have a lobotomy? She does not. She has an ego from Malpurgis Knight, but not an ID. Heathcliff would be Wolf. When I got the Wolf abnormality in the game, I was like, yo, this is kind of like Heathcliff. And then he did that thing, and then I was like, I want this thing to die. I don't want Heathcliff to get a Wolf ID. I want this thing gone. Red Ishmael and Wolf Heathcliff would be great, but I'm sick of Ishmael getting good IDs. I can't use more than one. True. And most likely Dawn's gonna be getting ID this thing, just because seeing that Hong Lu got his two-star hook office, and then almost like just a few ones later a 3-star. I feel like since Ishmael does have a good ego, it's gonna take a little bit longer. But yeah. Red's lore fits with Ishmael well enough. Okay. So yeah, thanks for the stream, Zach. Well, it's not over yet. If you thought the stream was over, well, we've got one more thing planned. We're gonna watch the thing. So let me just quit the game, and then we're gonna go and watch the new ID trailer, chat. New ID trailer. All right. YouTube. We need Heathcliff to be a furry. We could have gotten furry Heathcliff ID if they just gave him a Hindley Cliff ID. But you know, I guess giving him an ID of himself was more narratively fitting. Or something like that. All right, let's click this. Pause. Something like that. Oh, stop. Limbus. Ooh, wow. Anyways, today we are going to be reacting to the family hierarch candidate Ishmael. So yeah, this is going to be cool. One of the few family hierarch IDs that I think they're actually going to release, because sadly, from the looks of it, the goats, Wang Dawei, Shu Pan, Shu Baochai, and all the other ones won't be getting IDs. Wang Zhao, but this seems like, from what I saw from the thumbnail, the Jia Xichun ID. So, also, I don't know why it's being given to Ishmael if it is. It should be given to Dawn. But anyways, let us jump right in.
Limbus Company.
Yo! It is!
끝내 가을 버텨낼 꼴 없다더니 어찌된 일인지 호모는 가는 게
Xichun.
하나도 없네요.
Was that Wei Yi Sang? Hold up!
가주가 되고 싶은
Was that Wei Yi Sang?
그야 당연히
That's kind of crazy! The savior of Rupture is here, by the way, chat.
없었네요.
Also, this is like
어릴
bit
적부터
crushed
집안 어른들이
so much.
바란 일이라서
Look! Yi Sang,
가수가
no!
오면서 태어나서
Yo!
심사가 끝나기 전까지 찾고 싶네요. 가문과 상관없이
I'm confused. What did she just do?
가주가 되고 싶은
I was gonna say she
이유를.
protects her friends, but she like swapped them
고작 이
out.
정도 승리에 기뻐할 생각이었다면
I'm confused.
가주
But
심사엔
that's a
참가하지도
cool
않았겠죠.
ability. Huh. She's so
기왕
jealous
이렇게 된
it's
김에
unreal.
조금만 더
True.
제가
Ishmael
가주가
is
된다면
so
그
jealous
값은 몇
of
배로
Xichun capturing Don Quixote's heart. That she was like, you know what? If I can't beat her, I have to become her. And then she becomes Xichun. Oh no. There were a lot of things showed off. Hold up. Let's just okay, the quality was max. I don't know why it was like bit crushed a bit. But let's take a deeper dive into this.
림버스 컴
First of all, goated, yo. Very this is just Xichun. This is just Xichun Ishmael. Her hair is just orange. Family hierarch candidate Ishmael. Well, not even just family hierarch candidate, the next hierarch. Also, there were a lot of people in the background
Company.
that like were like who is like look at that person in the background.
끝내
No flower ever endures the fall, or so they say. Hong Yuang certainly not
가을
changed
버텨낼
one
곳
bit.
없다더니 어찌된
요.
일인지 호모는 변한 게 하나도.
Look at this! Look, it's Wang Dawei Yi Sang. We're hopefully. I think realistically, if he is gonna get an ID for Wang Dawei, they should have showcased it in this trailer. But look, it's Wang Dawei Yi Sang. Look at him. Look at that's not Wang Dawei. Sorry, that's Wei. Sorry, for some reason in my brain, Wei Wang Dawei. Similar, but it starts with a W and ends in an A. But no, that's Wei Yi Sang. Wei's getting an ID, chat. Wei's getting an ID. That means he's gonna survive. Wink, wink, wink. Totally. I think, at least. And unless they just keep this as a background, which is funny. But Wei ID Yi
또
Sang.
없네요. 길은
Except for its
여전히
roads, I suppose.
가주가 되고 싶은 이유.
My motivation for wanting to become the family hierarch? Well, that's... Never gave it much thought, if I'm being honest. Oh no, she's so jealous.
어릴 적부터
But it's
집안
what
어른들이
everyone
바라는
in the family
일이라서
seriously wants. Because I'm a Gia family
가시
child.
가문에서 태어나서
Okay, so if the people are attacked, she like does something. Also, hello Dawn. Dawn's right there. Also, this is like insanely bit crushed. What quality did they upload this in? Oh no. Well, hopefully I'll find my own motivation by the time the evaluation is over.
심사가 끝나기 전까진 찾고 싶네요.
So, she swapped out
가문과
Dawn.
상관없이
Wait, why didn't she swap out the people that were hit? Wait, what? Huh? She swapped... Yi Sang and Hong Lu were the ones that got hit. Why did she just swap out Dawn? What? She's so jealous. Oh no, she's taking Dawn. She's like, no, I must have her. She just took her. She just kidnapped her. She's hers now. Something that doesn't hinge on my family's wishes.
제가 정한 가주가 되고 싶은 이유를.
I mean, I'm assuming she's going to be the savior of
고작 이
Rupture, like
정도
everyone
승리에
says.
기뻐할
I wouldn't
생각이었다면
have participated
가주
in the family
심사엔
hierarch
참가하지도
evaluation
않았겠죠.
if I was someone
뭐,
who'd let victory get to my head.
기왕
Well,
이렇게 된 김에
why don't you help me out a little
조금만 더
more?
도우시죠.
Also, in the background here, there's like one of the snake Hyushu.
제가 가주가 된다면
I'll double,
그 값은
triple,
몇
quadruple your
배로
reward
차이가
should I become the next hierarch. Yo. Protecting her, Xichun's girlfriend. She wants her so bad. Yeah, why did she take Dawn out of the battle? What, like, Dawn was not the one that got hit there. What? You know what would be the funniest thing ever? You know, the funniest thing that ProjectMoon could do would be like when an ID loses a clash, if Don Quixote is on the battlefield, take her out of the battlefield and like so that she doesn't get hit. That would be the funniest thing ever, because that's basically what it appears to have just happened. It would suck. It would be totally anti-synergy if you're running any good Dawn, but it'd be really, really funny. That
제가
would be
정한
really funny.
가주가 되고
But
싶은
yeah, that's
이유를.
the
고작 이 정도 승리에 기뻐할
Xichun Ishmael
생각이었다면
ID.
가주
It seemed
심사엔 참
Sorry for pause. It seems pretty good. There's blood. There's blood, chat. Hold up, bleed. No, it's gonna be Rupture, but some other ability that we're gonna see how it works later. But yeah, seems like she's pretty good. And considering the fact that they nerfed Talisman Sinclair, represented by these guys, I guess. Talisman Sinclair is so dead.
But they nerfed Talisman Sinclair before this. Hopefully we're going to be able to start getting actually good Rupture IDs. Just because I think it'd be good to get more good IDs. But yeah, I think with that, if you guys, hopefully those who want to pull her are able to pull her. And yeah, with that, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all have a great rest of your day. Make sure you all stay safe out there. And hopefully, I'll see you all later. Bye. Okay, that was just the ending for the video that I'm gonna edit, chat. You don't have to leave yet. But it is actually the end of the stream, so yeah. This was good. This was fun. I can't wait to see what happens in the next part. And hopefully, knock on wood, tomorrow's stream will be goated as well. Cope and Seethe Jealous Ishmael ID is the culmination of all her failed Yuri. Oh no. But yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow when we finish Canto 8. But yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Make sure you all stay safe out there. And I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. Bye!